This is the Mancow Morning Show podcast. Listen to the show live weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9 The Loop. Able to plug in an HDMI cable without even looking. The Mancow on The Loop.
Fact or Shiznet? We ask you a question and you tell us if it's fact or Shiznet. Call the cow now and play fact or Shiznet.
Let's go to Brian. Brian, hello.
Kyle, love you show.
Taco Bell restaurants in Mexico import all their taco shells from the U.S. Fact or Shiznet?
Shiznet.
Oh, baby, that's a fact.
That actually makes all kinds of sense to me. Let's go to Joe. Joe, hello.
Mancow, love you show.
Here we go. You're on with Big Al Roker Jr. over in the Mancow Sports Center.
Hummingbirds can't walk. Fact or Shiznet?
Fact.
That is a fact, G. You're a winner.
Another winner.
Yay!
Another winner. Thank you. Let's go to Kyle. Kyle, hello.
Mancow, love you crew.
Here we go. President John Quincy Adams had a pet alligator. It lived in the White House in the bathroom.
Shiznet.
No, that's a fact.
Oh.
There you go. That's how we do it. Fact or Shiznet? On the Mancow Show.
Coming up on Mancow, an eternal question is answered. What do women actually eat when men aren't watching?
Scott,
Yeah, how you doing?
welcome to the program.
Thank you.
How much money did you win for the big award?
We haven't actually got the award from this son, but my previous son, or not my previous son, he's still my son, but he won $300 from Hockey Giants, so I'm guessing something similar to that.
It's a mullet contest, right?
Yep.
And your 3-year-old boy Brady just won.
Yep, he just won it, and it's a Hockey Moms award.
I want my mullet back.
Are you serious about the mullets, or is it a joke?
No, it's mostly hockey here, and in our case, it was my first son. He had some beautiful baby curls that he still had when he started hockey at 2, and then we were ready to cut it, and my sister said, "Oh, you can't cut it yet. There's this mullet contest." So we entered him, and he won, and then my second son.
Hockey at 2, mullets for 3-year-olds. This is child abuse.
Oh, stop that. Stop that.
Yeah? My name's Rusty. I was in there the other day to get a haircut. I got the All-American mullet.
Yeah?
And they messed it up.
Really?
Usually when I get a haircut, I want it business on the sides, long in the back, and crazy on top.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It wasn't crazy on top.
All right.
Could you guys fix it?
I couldn't fix it today. I'm closed now.
Now tell me the way a mullet should look.
I have no idea.
Business on the sides,
Yes?
Yeah.
long in the back,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and crazy on top.
I get it.
Hello?
All right. All right, Scott. Have you taken any guff from people over this?
No, not really. He will be getting his hair cut, and most people have thought it was very cute.
Hey, Scott, can we say hi to your boy?
Yes, Brady. Mancow, let's talk to you.
Hi, Mancow.
Hi, Brady. You're a big hockey fan, huh?
Yes.
And who's your favorite team?
Peach Day, O'Shea.
All right. And all right. Well, congratulations on your big win there, Brady. Nice job.
Thank you.
We thank you for listening, and congratulations.
Go.
This is the Mancow Show.
Go.
Kevin Nealon.
Mancow, how you doing, buddy?
Kevin, Al and I were very upset.
Why?
You know, your shirt was open. No, at the bottom.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're wearing a plaid shirt.
Okay, I'll tell you what. It's funny you should say that because I'm with my publicist, who's very good, and she mentioned that the bottom button was unbuttoned.
Yes.
And I said, yeah, I like it unbuttoned because when I sit down, the shirt doesn't bunch up that way.
Well.
And everybody agreed that have it unbuttoned.
Okay.
Are you a stylist?
Kevin, your stomach was showing, your belly button was showing on TV. You're sitting on the couch, and your gut was hanging out of your shirt. I'm trying to help you.
I'm a father now. What do you expect? I don't need your business. Let's go back just a little bit.
Yes.
You actually saw my belly through the shirt?
Kevin, Kevin.
So he does care.
Kevin, let me just tell you something. If I saw footage of myself like that, I would be out of my mind. They filmed
That's
you.
why you do radio.
Yes. They filmed you down low, and your shirt was split, and you could see your belly button. I can't believe no one said, cover your stomach.
It's okay.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Nothing is by mistake in my business. I did that because I have a sexy belly button, and I've got a six-pack around that button.
No, you've got a keg, my friend. This is the Mancow Show.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie. DJ Love Cheese Remix.
So good. Yes. An extended segment coming up. And you'll be extended. The premature ejaculation doctor is coming up. The Playboy Mansion is sold. Kimbo Slice is dead. One of the innovators in UFC, is that fair to say?
Well, he was a street fighter that they made money off of. But he was a huge name. Probably he had the biggest ratings in UFC history on TV.
42 years old. Was it steroids? Was it cocaine? Was it both? We're hearing both. Hang on, we'll talk more about it. Hang on. Oh, and how are the Cubs doing? And what band, maybe worldwide bigger than the Beatles, certainly one of the biggest bands of all time, one of the biggest groups of all time got together last night for the first time in 30 years. We'll tell you who. Next on The Loop. All right, commercial free for a long time now. 5:46. Oh, look, clock just changed. 5:47. I'm the Mancow. This is The Loop. The premature ejaculation doctor coming up. If you have a problem with premature ejaculation, you hang on. Kimbo Slice, dead. And what band reunited? It's been 30 years. One of the biggest bands on earth. I remember they were offered $1 billion to reunite. Years ago, they said no. Who are they? Hang on. I'll tell you, coming up.
And now it's time.
What is this mystery movie?
Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
Sammy, what's your story?
Hey, Mancow, thanks for taking my call. I got a really weird situation. 2 weeks ago, I'm out looking for a costume. I get a Bill Clinton mask, tying you, full head. Fooling around with my wife,
Wait a minute, you're dressed up as Bill Clinton with a cigar.
Yeah, the whole deal.
And you fool around with your wife. That is like 20 years old. You're still doing that?
Well, the mask was there.
Do something modern.
It's so easy to do his voice.
Is your wife a lesbian?
No.
Or are you doing it like it's an intern? Okay,
Well,
the role-playing stops with you. So you're Bill Clinton getting it on. You got a rubber mask on. You got a cigar.
You got it. And
Okay.
I'm like, oh, yeah, who's your president? Who's your president? And I'm like,
Well, brother, I like to role play. My role playing's a bit more advanced because we have sets and lighting and all kinds of stuff, and the music is right, and we have different kinds of lamps that put out different scents. Sometimes we'll be in war-torn Bosnia. I'll have explosions and light flashes. I'll throw firecrackers at her as we run around the bedroom.
Well, we don't even role play that much. I just had the mask, I put it on, and now here's the problem.
Yeah.
She wants me to wear it, like, often. And
oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'll come on to her.
Well, no, sir, I know what's going on there.
What's going on?
You're very ugly.
He was supposed to try to domesticate you, but you're an animal.
Love Cheese took about 150 hours I didn't want him to take to go through Bill Clinton's speeches and pull a word here and a word there
That man is not your guy.
so he could sing
And that's why I'm
the Marvin Gaye song, Blurred Lines. Marvin Gaye owns us now, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. I know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good girl.
Hello?
Hello? Hey, man.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? I saw your ad on Craigslist for a fishing buddy.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing? Did you already find
Okay.
a buddy, or are you still in need of a buddy?
Man, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, man. Perfect time to be buddies. Do you want to maybe talk more and maybe find out some information about each other? I'm also balding. I noticed that you are balding as well. If that helps.
Everybody's asleep. I don't want to wake my wife up.
Oh, okay. So you want to be buddies?
All right, I'm leaving tomorrow at around 5.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm kind of scared. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself first? Diddly doodly diddly. I thought we should get to know each other a little better before become buddies.
Yeah. Okay.
And thanks for all the fish.
And now from the mean streets of Chicago, a little humor here. A bum with a joke.
Bum jokes, it's time for a bum joke.
How do a fish get high? Seaweed! God, hell no.
Bum jokes.
The Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
Phil?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Tell me about this product of yours, this PlateFlipper.com.
Well, it's a license plate bracket that goes between your license plate and your bumper that, with the flip of a switch, flips your plate down so that it can't be read.
I love this.
Me too, actually.
Well, that's why you're selling it.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean they flip it down so they can't see it?
Did you ever see James Bond?
No.
You ever see the James Bond where his plate flips?
Yeah, there's rotating plates.
This here is just a flipping plate.
Yeah, we understand.
Pivoting right at the bottom of it, and it faces the ground when it's flipped. What I do is I put a decal behind it of my ex-wife's license plate number. So when I go through the red light camera, I flip it down and it takes a picture of her license plate number.
Oh, that's
PlateFlipper.com. I think I'm going to have to add that to my cart right now. This is the Mancow Show.
How you doing, bud?
I saw an ad on Craigslist about picking up appliances. Has called me for a free pickup of all broken appliances and AC units too.
Yeah, you have a broken appliance?
I got a bunch of broken shaving units. And I was wondering if that's the kind of thing y'all be picking up, or what kind of stuff, because
I pick up appliances. That's what I do. Yeah.
Okay, well, I've been through over the past like 4 or 5 years. I've been through a bunch of these shavers, these Norelco. It's for the genital area, and every time it be getting clogged and it gets up, I just toss it out because apparently there's no refund because it's a genital trimmer. But I have a big box of them, but they're broken.
Is it like metal? Is it metal pieces? What is it?
It's like shaver. You shave your pubes with the metal with the electric shavers.
Nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, dog.
All right, my friend, take care, buddy.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
Scott, hello.
Hey, Mancow. The movie that changed my life was The Breakfast Club.
That was a great movie. Why did it change your life?
Just made me more tolerant of people, man. I didn't realize, in my own little world, how other people thought and felt. It really opened me up.
Tell me again how The Breakfast Club changed your life.
Well, it just made me more tolerant of people. I didn't realize how people thought and felt, and it made me realize that people had feelings and had their own life,
Scott, I speak for really everybody listening. When I say, God, you're a pussy. I mean, come on. 5:57, someone had a Shiznet awful encounter with Alice Cooper. Sports headlines coming up, Al. Cubs. Kimbo dead. What else? What's that?
MMA legend who's making a comeback.
Man, it's unbelievable. Okay, hang on. The Loop. your boss, he's sexually harassing you.
He is. My boss has propositioned me for a 15% raise, and I could use the money for my family, and I want to know what I can do. What do you think I should do? I've been working there for 3 years, and I've known the guy for a while, and he's a nice guy, and we were talking the other day, and he's just like, hey, you've been working hard, and I like what you're doing, and I'd like to give you more.
We got it. He'll give you more money if you...
Right.
Did anybody else witness this or hear this?
Nope, unfortunately not.
Are you gay?
That's what I was going to say. My gaydar is beeping off like crazy over here. Hank, are you, are you?
I'm not. I'm a family man.
Man, you sound,
Married, kids?
I have 2 kids.
Do you need the money?
I could use the money for my kids.
Sure, everybody can use the money.
So you're actually considering this?
You won't need the money.
Well, here's the thing.
15% raise. 15% raise.
15% raise. It's a 15% raise. It would be a good chunk of change. And my kids need it. Who doesn't need that?
Will you do whatever our listeners decide, sir?
Sure.
You'll do whatever our listeners decide. Let's go to Raymond. Raymond, hi, you're on the radio.
Mancow, I love your show.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to say, you know what? You should smoke your boss's.
Hank.
Yes.
Say hi to Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Hi, Hank. Hey, Cal. How are you doing?
Hey, hi.
I just want to say that I think it's ridiculous what people will do for money. If this guy really needs money, he needs to record his boss saying that and sue him and get money that way.
He's friends with his boss. He's worked for this company for a long time. He said that earlier. What about taping him and suing him, Hank?
First of all, I can't tape him because it's already been done. I don't know if he would ever... I'd have to kind of prompt him to say it again, but...
Go ahead, say you want
to... If I sue him, then it goes out in public, then my wife finds out about it, and it's a bad thing,
That's true, too. That's true, too. Jenny, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Jenny.
I personally think, hey, man, it's prostitution, and while you're at it, why don't you just send your wife out and let her strip to make extra money? I mean, what's the point? It's stupid. If you love your wife and your children, you wouldn't do it.
Well, there's a very strong opinion. Nick, hello.
Hey, what's up, Mancow?
I never thought I would do a lot of the things I've done, And, I used to laugh at people that would go down to the wharf and sleep with sailors for drug money, and then I thought I'd just smoke crack once, Thought Scotty and I would drink some Jameson and
shake it out,
smoke some crack and ride the rails. Why not try heroin, he said. You'll puke for a couple hours, but the high you get will be awesome. Oxycontin, come on, why not? Okay, I'll do a handful. Next thing you know, I'm bobbing up and down. Oh, boy. It's easy for us to judge until we got a couple of kids and need some money. Am I right, Hank?
You're very right.
Nick?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What do you want to say to this guy?
I want to say don't do it.
Don't do it.
If he does this, then he's going to screw up his whole family life.
I agree. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute.
You're not supposed to give your opinion,
man. Not yet. David, hello.
Good morning.
Hey, dude.
I think Hank and his boss ought to just get on like crazy monkeys.
Okay, goodbye. All right. Hank?
Yes?
You've heard enough. You've heard both sides. You've heard some silliness as well. What are you going to do, dude? Bottom line me. What have you decided?
I'm not going to do it.
There you go. All right, let's hear it for him. I think you've been
Now it's time for Mancow's ADD News, giving it to you fast and hard and in less than a minute.
Hillary Clinton is set to clinch the nomination, and she's already talking about trying to make peace with Bernie Sanders.
I'm going to do everything I can to reach out to try to unify the Democratic Party.
The U.S. Supreme Court lets a class action lawsuit against Google keep going.
A 2008 lawsuit accused Google of violating California's fair advertising laws because it misled advertisers about where the ads would be placed.
Playwright Peter Shaffer has died, known for hits including Equus and Amadeus, which was turned into an Oscar-winning movie.
The mother of the boy who fell into the gorilla enclosure and was dragged around by the primate will not be charged.
Third tropical storm, Colin, headed for Florida's Gulf Coast.
Could intensify a little bit further. We'll keep a close watch on it.
The worst flooding in 3 decades hits Paris. The Seine has burst its banks. An emergency fund is being set up for those who've lost everything.
High-level talks between the U.S. and China open in Beijing.
The annual conversations feature U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry.
Do not allow old thinking.
Treasury Secretary Jack Lew and their Chinese counterparts.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie. What celebrity sucks?
Samuel L. Jackson. He was walking up, and I really quietly, I said, I would love to have a photo with you. And he goes, nope.
What celebrity sucks Major Donkey?
You're like my idol. I'm a fan. And he looked at me and he goes, I'm a fan of me too.
What celebrity did you meet and thought they were a real ass? Who underwhelmed you? Tell us of your suckety-suck-suck celeb encounter. The best stories win now. Roll the cow. 591-ROCK. 591-ROLL.
Scott, what celebrity did you meet?
Alice Cooper.
How was it?
Please tell me he was nice.
Oh, he's great.
It was awesome, man. My dad was a Chicago policeman for about 38 years, and he used to do security on the side. And one night after a concert, about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, Alice Cooper, one of his producers, and some of the people from the show came back, and my mom cooked them a lasagna dinner like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
That is awesome.
Nice. Wow, that's really cool.
What a memory is that? So your dad was a security guy on the side. I've been hearing women are keeping their private area. I hear they're keeping it on their hips now.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, that's a buddy of mine said he's getting some on the side. I guess that joke is finally expired. That was pretty stale, man. 6:08 right now at the Loop. My kids are counting down the days. They now have 1.5 days, they let me know, left of school.
Nice. Wow,
most of the kids are out or getting out shortly. They could have burned it all down as far as I was concerned.
The school?
Lined up every teacher and shot them. They sucked. God, did I hate school. And I'm telling you, when I listened to this as a kid, I remember this on rock radio when I was a kid, just like, yeah, that another brick in the wall, yeah. And you remember that feeling when summer finally hit and you didn't have to get up and deal with these morons?
Oh, my God, the best.
Greatest day of the year.
I had a group of friends over last night, and they were quite shocked at what I was saying to my kids. And what I was saying was, you're smarter than your teachers. You're probably going to be smarter than most of your bosses, because it's been true for me. And you got to deal with these morons. And I said, why does the and the cops pulled over Mommy. Why? Why did the cops pull over Mommy? Because it was her turn. That's right. And what are they? They're pigs. And what do? They steal money, don't they? Yes. Wow. And are they your friends? When they're out fighting crime, yeah. But the cops that pull Mommy over and make her cry, they're bastards.
Don't you think your daughters are too young to be hearing this?
No. I think you need to break the brainwashing now. It's the same reason you sit there and think some of the things you think. Because your parents allowed you to be brainwashed.
Don't talk like that about my mom.
Okay, and I said,
talking about your mama.
And I said, why do the teachers tell you the government's great? Because they are. And my daughter goes, because they are the government, Daddy. And I go, high five. That's right. We need bake sales. We can't ever spend enough money. We all went to school. You remember? They can't get enough money.
And who's the greatest band ever? The Kinks, Daddy.
That's right. That's right. I'm afraid I failed them. I'm afraid I failed them. They like Taylor Swift. But no, I'm just telling you. It's like my whole life. Oh, teachers, they're the most important. You got to give them more money. And what? How many years is it now? And every day in Chicago, they need more money. Guaranteed raises. Summer's off. They need more money. Guaranteed raises. And we just keep saying this so that it's true. It's not true. They're making too much money for what they do. And by the way, my kids have great teachers. For real, great teachers. Some of them, not all of them. We all remember the hacks that couldn't get fired because they had gotten that to that point where they couldn't be fired.
Yep. Right.
Tenured.
Tenured, yeah. Is there anything worse? Is there anything more frightening? So I just remember schools out. I remember that feeling. I remember sitting in those cinder block rooms. Cinder block rooms.
Chairs.
And the
broken
clock,
AC.
And the clock would move. The second hand could not move slower. Are you kidding me? And I don't know how it was for you folks. I'm telling you, me.
Yeah.
You people, you probably had great teachers. Everybody cared about you and they inspired you. I had jag-offs that took the last, 3 years of high school. They taught me nothing. I understand the basics, but once you've got it, you're sitting there. It's like, did you guys do anything your last 2 years of high school? I say 3 years. How about 2 years?
Senior year is obviously you just blow that whole thing off. Yeah.
Senior year, I had to come in like 2 hours a day.
Yeah. They didn't prepare me for anything. That's why I went to Columbia College.
Is there anyone listening? Wow. Is there anyone listening? Anyone that can say that public school prepared them for this life. That's why I'm telling you. I think that
I went to a Catholic high school and they didn't prepare me either.
I hope you got laid a lot, man. Those Catholic girls were goers. I really appreciated that. I really did. So, it was all guys. Like I said, I hope you got laid.
Hey, Burger King has merged a Whopper with a burrito to make a Whopperito.
Yes.
A Whopperito. So take note, Donald Trump. That's how you make America great again.
The Whopperito, a Whopper inside the tortilla, yes.
So it is. A few are shepherds and the rest are sheep. Toughen up a world gone soft. Duty now for the future.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star,
Hello?
Durka.
What is this?
Durka.
No.
Durka.
No.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Durka.
You call 7-Eleven, you know that?
Durka.
I think so.
Daki Durka?
Durka.
I give you somebody can. Hello?
Durka.
Durka?
Durka.
What is it, Durka?
Durka. Bacala. Durka. Islama Jihad. Bacala. I don't know what they're saying, but it makes me smile.
Wine fact?
Wine fact.
If you cover it with a paper bag, nobody will know you're drinking from the bottle, Doug.
That's right.
Wine fact?
Wine? It's either a delicious alcoholic drink or what Tom Brady and the Patriots do when they get caught cheating.
Wine fact?
Without it, my wife would have left a long time ago.
Wine fact?
Even though its wine cellar is still intact, the Titanic's most famous rack remains the one on Kate Winslet.
Yes. Oh, Celine, sing it. Sing it, Celine.
Wine fact?
Sommelier is French for I'm going to charge you $100 for this $2 chuck.
Wine fact?
That's right.
The best wine is fermented entirely from the tears of poor people.
Wine fact?
On the North Shore of Chicago, white wine is served cold, or at least aloof.
Wine fact?
Red wine is better than white wine for concealing roofies. Bill Cosby taught me that.
Wait a minute. What? That's sick. And since we played Celine Dion, and I know her husband's dead now.
Yeah.
And brother.
Always, well, I'm talking about the husband, always creeped me out.
So creepy.
Always creeped me out, that guy.
He was so old.
You know, everybody's talking about the Whopperito.
Yeah. Did you guys see it?
I can't get enough of it.
Doesn't look very appetizing to me. I don't think I want
Burger
it.
King is testing a new menu item that combines, prepare yourself, a Whopper and a burrito. Called the Whopperito. It's got all the ingredients of the Whopper wrapped up like a burrito. It's great if you love both of those foods and hate yourself. It really sounds more like a suicide pact more than anything else. The Whopperito is currently being tested only for a limited time at select Burger Kings in Pennsylvania. So if you're highly motivated and ready to get someplace really quick, then you're not the target market for the Whopperito.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, which means you can't call in. Well, you can, but you're going to end up talking to some part-time bored up with a speech impediment. Listen live for the real deal. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on The Loop.
Tom, I see you. Mike, and I see Kathy, and Brentwood, and Chameleon, and Blubber Boy, and Tony, and I see everybody calling. We're going to go to all of you here shortly. That's Hagar. Can't wait for our big Loop Luau. I'm truly looking forward to that concert. The Playboy Mansion has been sold. We'll tell you to whom.
Yes.
Kimbo Slice is dead at 42. I'm hearing steroids and Coke and steroids, or maybe both. ABBA. Reunited for the first time in 30 years.
ABBA. I thought it was going to be someone good.
They were offered $1 billion, and we can say what we want about this artist or that artist, or, wow, whoever we could mention on our... I imagine we just played Van Halen, right?
Yeah.
ABBA much bigger than Van Halen.
That's true.
We got to admit it. And the premature ejaculation doctor is coming up. This is mostly for you, Chameleon. So hang on, Abe the Chameleon. I think you... No, don't laugh. I think, this can... How long a man lasts sexually has a lot to do with his ego and how he performs, and I think it's a show that he needs to hear. It's coming up, and I'm going to let him participate as well, okay? So you guys hang on.
I want to kick your ass until your head falls off.
He's laughing, but inside, crying.
Kick your ass again. Why?
John Wayne Gacy, the Killer Clown sex tapes coming up.
Open the door, sucker.
And Ali.
Mancow. Here to kick
Was he an extreme racist that hated white people? Well, I'll let you decide. He certainly had some ideas that would sync up perfectly with Adolf Hitler.
I love beating people up.
Muhammad Ali, you will hear him. Coming up next, the great Muhammad Ali, the greatest, we were told. But, yeah. You may reevaluate that opinion. Coming up next on The Loop.
Every time I see you coming, I feel sick. But at least I know your ass is mine to kick.
Up next on the Mancow.
And we're looking for an answer on the mystery movie.
Mancow on 97.9 The Loop. This is Mancow.
All right, I want to go to Tom. Tom, what's going on with you? What are you calling about?
Love your show, Mancow, and thank you for decades of information.
Thank you. Wow, what a great call.
Hey.
Yes.
It's the Jackal.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
The mystery movie is The Jackal, dude. You know that movie inside out, dude. You got it. You hang on. Give him a prize.
There's no way it's a jackal.
It isn't the Jackal,
There's
but
no
I like
way
that guy.
it's a jackal.
He's not even close. He's
no
not
way
even.
in hell.
No, he's not close at all.
It's a damn Thompson twins.
But yes, it is. But now you've given it away because it is the Thompson twins' life story movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
well,
it's a
my
Lifetime
fault.
movie, the Thompson twins.
That's my fault.
Boy, they were ugly twins.
They sure were.
Same mother, different fathers. No, sir. But hang on, I'm going to give you something anyway. Thank you.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
See, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Kelly, hello. Kelly, hello.
Hi, Mancow.
Oh, yeah, it's a girl.
Yay.
Hi, Kelly.
Love your show.
Thank you very much, Kelly.
I think it is the wedding singer.
It is not the wedding singer, but you come on by. I'd like to give you a baby.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
You know what? New studies are saying that women want sex as much as men, and I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of babies. Somebody's putting out. Yesterday, I had always thought it was an empty house. I think at one time it was an empty lot, and at one time I think it was an empty house. But you heard that somebody bought the Gacy lot where 33 boys were killed and buried.
That's right. In 1988, a bank took the property over. It was an empty lot, just garbage and weeds growing there.
Yeah.
Somebody bought it from them for $30,000, and they built a duplex and changed the address. So I had a very hard time finding it. Drove past. Somebody lives in there.
I don't think you have the right house.
No, I do.
You say you saw the house and there's a Mercedes sitting there. What is on the spot where the Gacy's house, the John Wayne Gacy house, the killer clown, the serial killer, what is there now is what I want to know. 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. You say you saw it and there's a Mercedes sitting there in the driveway.
There's a brown duplex there, yeah, and the address has been changed.
I think you're wrong. I think you got it wrong, but
and right next door to that, there's two houses that look just disheveled. And
I'm going to need a lawsuit from them. Yeah, they said our house looked like a dump. I wouldn't live next door to that house.
I wouldn't live on that block.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy was very creepy. We want to warn you, this is not for children. Again, what you're about to hear is not for children.
Let the dog just lick away while he it. Really?
What a creep this guy was trying to pick up on boys.
The dog like that? Yeah. What would make the dog do that? Well, if you ever notice, whenever you notice the dog always sniffing around before they go. Yeah. Because they always like to go into somebody else's territory and do it. Uh-huh. And that's why when they get down there and they start to smell the back door odor, they just start licking on it. Oh, really? Yeah. Same thing right after you they can smell that and they'll lick it all over. Well, have you ever tried something like that? Yeah. And that was good? Huh? You like that? Oh, wild. Again, anything other than a tongue other than your hand, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Anytime, like I say, anytime you, instead of doing it by hand, if you can get it the other way, might as well.
They allowed him to make phone calls to boys from prison.
So disgusting.
Yeah, and that was recorded. Frightening stuff. He's the inspiration for Mr. Parker.
You know, I remember the first time I married a woman and her husband was in the room.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's the excitement of doing it that way, you know. And then she turned around and had me him, you know. But see, I didn't know they were bi and they were into that. Well, because I thought she had just been coming on to me. You know, I'm a contractor coming by to do the job, and she started rubbing against me and got me, you know, and we ended up in bed.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then she asked me to come back in the evening, and I came back in the evening, and instead of him being gone, he was there. She says, "Oh, it's okay. He wanted to watch."
Oh, really?
Well, you're scared. Listen, you know, this is his wife. You know what I mean?
You were freaked out at first?
Oh, yeah. And then I found out that he was passive, and she told him to get on it.
Oh, wow.
So I just stood there and just let him go ahead, and he started and everything. It was wild.
Was it? It was good?
Yeah. See, that's why I say the things that you can experience or experiment with.
Yeah, we're going to turn this off.
It's
too creepy.
It's not a love affair. The object is
I
that
can't
you're both
listen to
getting
this.
your
This is really creeping me out.
Well, we'll turn it off. We'll turn it off. Yeah, it's frightening.
My name is Mr. Parker. Sweet dreams.
You are not my friend.
Can I help you?
Is this the place to get a porta john?
Yes, it is.
How much are they?
Well, we do like a 28-day billing cycle. So whether you have it there for a day or 28 days, it's the same price, and it's $97 plus the sales tax.
How much are smells?
Excuse me?
How much would it be to just sit inside and smell? Hello?
$6:37.
Oh, I love to in the public toilet, man. I dig that smell.
And there's a situation just over the weekend where a man was arrested.
Yes.
A father and his 11-year-old son are at the Cubs game. They go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Man goes in, pretends to use the urinal next to the 11-year-old, and instead takes out a camera and starts filming.
Well, wait a minute.
No.
Now, hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute. Shouldn't photographers be able to use what... I mean, they're just expressing themselves. Shouldn't they be able to go in any restroom they want?
Baseball season's underway.
He's not a Cubs fan.
You better get ready for a brand new day.
I imagine it is mass confusion at the Cubs game. People trying to decide what toilet to use.
The Cubs are gonna win today.
By the way, Kathy, you have a beautiful toilet.
Thank you.
I hope so. We'll talk about that in sports coming up here shortly. We got some calls coming in. We're going to go to your calls. Yeah, you can call us, by the way.
591-ROCK, 591-ROLL.
Can you hear me now, Verizon guy?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear what he did?
I was about to say, what did he do? I felt it coming.
You can hear me now? Can you hear me? Remember that guy?
Sure.
He's now the voice of Sprint.
Ooh.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this.
Hey, I'm Paul. I used to ask if you could hear me now with Verizon. Not anymore. I'm with Sprint now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Wow.
Wow, money talks.
Now he works for Sprint. Okay. Papi Chulo, what's up?
What's up, Mancow?
How are you, Papi Chulo?
Amor usted, amo su show, Doug.
What's that?
Yep.
Amor usted, amo su show. Love your show, Doug.
Thank you, Cicero.
Yeah, Doug, I'm sick of you guys talking about the Whopperito, Doug. All my boys are giving me crap about it, Doug.
What are you talking about?
Because my mom is Sicilian, Doug, and the OG is from Tijuana, Doug. So they're all calling me a Whopperito, Doug.
Oh, you're Mexican and Italian. They're calling you a Whopperito?
Yeah, Doug, it's racist, Doug.
That is racist. That's awful. That's awful.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, so no prizes for you. Listen live for the free stuff weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station 97.9 The Loop.
Actually, I think it's piano now. I don't think guitars work anymore. Or you got to go wiki, 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 wiki.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there you go.
You got to be able to
really
scratch.
how you got to do it.
You got to be able to scratch records.
Play.
Yeah, you got to be able to push play if you want to get some punana nama. Let's go to, and boy, I'd like to munch that cookie, Kathy. Todd, hello, how are you? I'd really like to munch it.
Push play on that.
What's up?
Mancow, I love the show.
And then I'd rewind and do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Up next on the Mancow.
Todd, you're up next, and we got a mystery movie still in play, and I don't know, I'm going to play some stuff. I'll tell you what, Muhammad Ali would have hated your guts, Al.
Would have hated my guts.
Oh, he would have hated
Muhammad
you.
Ali would have loved me.
No, I got proof coming up. Hang on. I got audio you got to hear.
You're listening to Mancow.
Hey, Todd.
Mancow, love your show.
Hey, when you're on hold, can you hear us talking in the studio?
I can hear everything.
Oh.
What?
Really? What were we talking about?
You were talking about how you do want to be a celebrity judge.
That's scary, guys.
Embarrassing.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's...
I didn't want to be rude and talk.
No. It's good. It's good. I wish you would have talked so we would have known to shut up.
Oh, man.
So we're playing commercials. You could hear me. So what
Yeah.
else? I don't want to be a celebrity judge of Rib Fest. What else?
You were talking about how you love Cabela's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening too closely, I guess.
No, I mean, what are you talking about?
If I was on hold, I'd be listening real close.
I'm glad you did. Did you hear me talk about how I wanted to get some steroids from Pike in the parking lot? Did you hear me talk about that? I hope not. Did you hear us talking about Touch of Modern at all?
Kimbo.
What's that?
I said you don't want to end up like Kimbo.
Yeah, no, Kimbo. Is that what you think it is? That's what a lot of people think. Cocaine and steroids. I guess not a good combination.
Yeah.
But no, we were talking about Touch of Modern, and I was getting ready to come on and talk about Touch of Modern. And and you may have heard me ask for this cable show. They kept getting shut down because somebody kept calling up and farting.
We have our first caller. Hello.
Yeah, my hemorrhoids flared up real bad.
Yeah, we know. All right.
Anyway, it goes downhill from there, or uphill if you like to laugh, I guess. 6:50 right now at the Loop. You're up next there, Todd, you eavesdropper. I got socks, I got steaks, I got a phone case, and I got some other stuff at Touch of Modern. I love this. Top designers, hip people, hipper than me. They put up 5 different things, new designs, brand new items every day. So it changes, and that's how life rolls in the fast lane. And right now you can get on Touch of Modern from me, for Father's Day. If you want to get your dad something nice to brag about other than you.
Yeah.
Dads always get
They get
she's getting into the stick, don't they?
Getting the app is the best thing to do.
Not that there's anything wrong with having a shiznitty end of your stick. I know that's your thing there, Chameleon. But I'm just saying, great deals just in time for Father's Day. Mancow fans, you can sign up at touchofmodern.com for free. Touchofmodern.com. Do it today because tomorrow it changes, and I check it every day. There's new stuff every single day. So great stuff for Dad. Vintage watches, tactical gear, all kinds of gadgets. I love the gadgets. Steaks, home brewing kits. I bought socks, and just cool stuff.
The app is really cool.
How did you get it, Kathy?
I just went to the Apple store and I downloaded the app. It's free.
Why would they have ties with herpes?
What?
They do?
It says herpes ties.
It says Hermes.
Oh, that's Hermes, dude. That's a designer. I was just talking about him. He's going to be out of Cabela's. This Pike. Hello.
Hey, it's Pike. If you know me, you know I love to work out.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Thank you.
First caller. Hello.
Yeah, my hemorrhoids flared up real bad.
Yeah, we know. All right.
What was that?
That's nice to know. Call Preparation H. Okay. Let's get back into the show. Wow. That's a bad night tonight.
Guess we're 0 for 2, folks.
Okay.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yes. Hello. Who's this?
Ralph, this is John down on the south side.
Yes, John. How you doing tonight?
Hey, first off, I want to say I love the show.
Okay.
Okay, and I want to say that your co-host is a handsome fellow, and that's a nice sweater he's wearing.
Thanks.
But what I wanted to call about, I don't have a sports comment. What my comment is, all these little kids that keep calling you in, I think you should go out, find them, and beat them, and then smack their parents around for not, parenting their children.
Yeah,
these kids have nothing better to do than call up and make farting noises on the show.
You're right.
Go out and find them.
You're right, John. You're right.
Yes,
you know what, John? I don't let that bother me at all. And you know, a lot of these other talk show hosts, they let that bother them. It makes them get upset. I don't bother it at all. I just strike it up as, you know, hey, you want to be immature, you want to play around, you want to call the show. I feel if you don't have anything better to do with your time, you know, hey,
tell you what,
you must lead a dull life then or something, you know?
You're a good man.
All right, hey, thanks,
John.
John.
Get back to the show.
Why don't you do that with somebody else? I'm a respectable sports talk show host. Everybody likes my program. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't call here. I don't need your opinions, okay? But I do thank you for calling, by the way.
This here's the story of Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay. Okay, let's go to, I want to talk about how he was, some say, a racist, Al, and I don't think he would have supported you. I know you think blackety black and he would have loved you. I think he would have hated you.
He loved me.
Based on what we found here. Let's go to Todd. Todd, hello. What's up?
Mancow, I love you. Love your show.
Thank you.
I got to say first, it's awesome to be able to talk to you. I've been a fan since '96.
Thank you, brother.
I'm actually just calling in. I wanted to say thank you for the package that you sent me and putting me on the air last week. My school was able to raise about $500 for the American Cancer Society.
Oh.
As you remember, I cut off my hair for Lots of Love in a contest with my school. So
that's awesome.
Biggest thing is I just wanted to call and say thank you to you and the crew, not only for the gift, but just for the exposure, getting some knowledge out there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you. 6:53 at the Loop. I'm the Mancow, you princes of the universe. Today's a great day if you decide it is. Say it. Speak it out loud. Going to be a great day. Life and death is in your tongue. Everything you wish is there. You can move mountains. You have not because you ask not. Remember that. You have not because you ask not. You want something, ask for it. Or just take a brick and throw it through the front window and get it. What are you doing?
That works too.
Don't wait.
It's a sausage competition that I judge.
Oh, in like sausage eating?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. King of the Kubasa and local sausage makers, they all make their best and they enter it.
I bet it's delicious.
Tickets are only $25. It's for charity, and you can get tickets online at Oh, no.
Well, you're thinking about sausage. So.
Pick a tick. Oh, my goodness. That was ridiculous, wasn't it?
We were not drinking wine today.
No, we weren't.
That was a really good event.
It is. King of the Cabasa, so go to Pick a Tick. Pick a Tick.
She did it again. Sports headlines coming up. ADD news coming up. Attention deficit disorder news. Tabloid Tuesday. Who bought the Playboy Mansion? Does Hef get to stay? The Death Psychic is coming up. The erectile dysfunction, infunction, injection, ejaculation doctor is coming up. A serious conversation targeted at our friend Abe the Chameleon here who's having issues.
And now, another episode of Pun Theater.
Pun Theater?
Pun Theater!
Oh, my God, you missed it.
Missed what?
A man just assaulted me with milk, cream, and butter.
Uh-huh.
How dare he?
Pun Theater!
And now, it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
Yeah. Let's go to Brad. Brad's in Paddock. Hello.
Hey, Mancow, good morning. Love your show, bro.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Hey, Mystery Movie, is that Valley Girl?
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. You don't want to complete words now? Or?
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mommy. What's up, dude? What do you think it is?
I think it's Valley Girl, Mancow.
Valley Girl is not right. Back in the day, I did like that soundtrack.
And now, another ABBA rock block.
ABBA.
On 97.9, The Loop.
It's an ABBA rock block. It's been 30 years. One of the biggest bands of all time, globally.
Oh, yeah.
ABBA got together last night and did one song.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
This here's the story of Cassius Clay.
All right, Al. Coming up, he would have hated you, I believe, and I'll play something for you, just like your white father-in-law that you like to talk about, what a racist he was.
Okay.
I think Muhammad Ali would have absolutely agreed with your father-in-law who disowned you.
Okay.
And we'll play it coming up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Sitting there with his arms crossed, all judgmental, rocking his head back and forth. Black Lives Matter, bitch.
That's his idol, Muhammad Ali.
That's right.
Yeah. Black Lives Matter, but what about mixed race lives to Muhammad Ali and to your white father-in-law? I think your white father-in-law would have gotten along much better with Muhammad Ali than you, my friend, and your white wife. Wait till you hear what Muhammad Ali has to say about people like you. Wait till you hear it. Jenny, hello.
Hi, Mancow. Love you for the show.
I love you too.
Can you hear me?
Awful connection. Yeah, what's going on?
Okay. I need some advice. My brother's been cheating on his wife with my best friend.
Your brother's been cheating on his wife with your best friend. Oh, boy, hang on.
From the mists of infinity, they come, rising from the cold, damp earth to take what is now theirs.
My God, the damn thing's moving!
When the moon turns red, the dead shall rise and walk the earth. From the gates of hell, they have finally come. The gates of hell. No one under 17 admitted without parent or certified adult guardian.
All right, where do you think Muhammad Ali's going? Heaven or hell?
He's going to heaven.
Really?
Yes.
Why would he be going to hell?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't judge. The Bible says we don't judge. I don't know. Pornhub has figured out how long it takes the average person to finish.
Okay. Probably 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes.
Really?
Wow.
Is it really?
That's short.
Man, I'm good.
No.
You got our own little focus group going.
No. I was. Guys, she's not right.
Oh.
How long do you think?
I'd say 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. Mm-hmm. Al, 4 hours?
Well,
no.
for me, I would probably say 3 minutes.
How long?
I'm going to tell you coming up. Renee Zellweger disappeared. She's back. Her eyes look different. She said she wanted a normal life. She's back. She's got another Bridget Jones movie. Looks awful. A guy sued his ex-girlfriend for the cost of 2 years' worth of dating and gifts and lawyering.
Oh, wow.
Because she dumped him. Hillary Clinton's brother-in-law, Roger, got arrested for drinking and driving. I don't know if you saw the picture.
Yeah, I saw it.
But apparently he'd been out having just one too many there with Bernie. So, we'll take your calls next at Mystery Movie. I can't believe we don't have an answer yet. It is 7 o'clock on the nipple. The Death Psychic is hanging on. If you want to know how and when you're going to die, sports headlines, of course we're going to give them to you. Yes. And Muhammad Ali, would he have hated our sportscaster and his white wife? What you're going to hear is pretty rough stuff. It's coming up on the loop.
Yeah, Mancow, love you so.
Who is this? You sound familiar.
You know who this is.
Oh, no, the nightmare. What's up, Mary?
Well, today could have been Prince's birthday, but I also have a deceased girlfriend who has a birthday today.
Yeah, do we celebrate birthdays after somebody dies? I mean, except for Christmas? Hey, Mary?
Yes?
What do you say we dig up your friend and put a party dress on her, have a party after the show?
No, I have to go to Joliet to see her grave.
Well, when you get back from Joliet, how about we just have a late party?
Yeah, that sounds good, but...
Yeah, okay. It sounds good to you that we're going to dig up your friend and put a party dress on her?
Wow. That sounds familiar, like out of a Tom Petty music video.
There's a Tom Petty video where they dig up a dead girl and put a party dress on her?
Yeah, they put a wedding dress on her.
I don't know the video, but we can put a wedding dress on your dead, Fred, and what do you think? Who's that in the background talking?
The bus driver.
You tell that bus driver, Mancow said, shut your mouth. You're on the radio right now.
He doesn't care.
Oh, he'll care. You tell him he better shut up or I'm going to punch you in the mouth. He's interrupting the show.
Hey, that's not nice.
Hey, Mary, what bus are you on? Where are you at right now?
I'm going down 8094.
Uh-huh. And what do you have to do in Joylet today? Why would you go there? Although you're perfect for that town.
Yeah, she should live there.
Yeah, that's your kind of town.
I have to go and visit my deceased girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Well, Mary, I have a shovel in my garage. I'll meet you out there. I'll put it in the back of the yellow 72 Ford Maverick. What do you say? Cemetery, cool and quiet. Hate to leave your sacred lay. Dread the milky coming of the day. Well, happy birthday to your dead friend, Mary, and happy birthday to Prince, who died, we found out, of drugs. And yet all we see nonstop on TV, all we see is ads for drugs.
Oh, that's right.
Just big, there's big money in it.
Every commercial.
There's big money in it. If they really told us the truth, they'd lose all their advertisers.
Dig, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss.
Let's do this.
And now, 2 minutes of sports in 60 seconds.
Jenny's brother-in-law is getting it on with her friend. What should she do? Crazy Mary's on the bus to the dead friend. And Jimmy Kimmel, I love this. They were reading evil tweets, mean tweets about themselves, the NBA stars.
One day, Klay Thompson is going to leave the house without remembering to attach his goatee that he bought from Party City.
Does anyone know what Blake Griffin is? Did Morgan Freeman and Carrot Top impregnate an Amazon?
Andre Iguodala has the worst body language of anyone in the NBA. If he got $1 for every dirty look he made, he'd have another 80 million.
Russell Westbrook looked like Jar Jar Binks. I'll take your word for it. I don't know who that is, but sure.
Pretty sure Reggie Miller's ears provide Wi-Fi. Oh my God, they do!
Doc Rivers' voice is ashy as hell. Put some lotion on those voice cords, bro.
Magic Johnson looks like a bald, black John Travolta.
Have you ever been downloading something online and halfway through it just froze and couldn't go anywhere? Think Steph Curry's puberty.
That's good.
All right, Ribfest coming up here in our studio. Nice. Your phone calls coming up. Jenny is got a dilemma, and Al, I'm going to prove to you that Muhammad Ali would hate you and your wife.
He would have definitely hated Ribfest. Cubs and Phillies starting off a 9-game road trip with a 6-4 win. They play again tonight. Sox return home to start a series against the Washington Nationals tonight. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final last night. Pittsburgh beat San Jose 3-1 to go up 3-1 in the series. They could win it all in Pittsburgh on Thursday. Calling himself a modern-day Bo Jackson, WWE superstar Brock Lesnar announced on ESPN he'll face Mark Hunt, I know his brother Mike, at UFC 200 on July 9th in Las Vegas. His first UFC fight since September 2011.
I don't want to be sitting 20 years from now saying, you know what, son, you should have went and did that. And here I am. And on the biggest stage of them all, I was on UFC 100, so why not be on UFC 200?
So you're going to get his ass kicked?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
He's the underdog.
Sports brought to you by Road America. Do not miss Moto America, a Honda Superbike Showdown in Wisconsin at Road America. RoadAmerica.com for details.
Up next on the Mancow.
The Death Psychic. You will hear how and when people are going to die. Maybe you. We will get high.
What did you do there?
I'm going to smoke up today in the studio. Ribfest, yeah, we're going to smoke some ribs, too. Nice. Ribfest is here, and this mystery movie, still no answer. I need it. Hey, pass it over, bro. Pass it over, bro.
And now, it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. You're listening to Mancow on the Loop.
I'm Daniel Wilson from the National Center for the Prevention of Child Molestation. Every 15 minutes in the United States, a child is molested. Please invite your child or loved one into the room as we proceed through a checklist of warning signs for child molestation. Warning sign number 1, be wary of discussions of nudity.
You can just have an awful lot of fun with your clothes off.
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, there's skinny dipping.
I've never heard of that before. What is skinny dipping?
I think I got some pictures around here of a bunch of us skinny dipping.
Let's see them. I love pictures.
Here they are right here. Here we are down at the old water hole.
Why are you wrestling with that naked kid?
You don't think I'm going to let them kids have all the fun, do you?
Warning sign 2. When asked to keep something from your parents, be cautious.
Gee, thanks a lot, Mr. Horton. I can't wait to get home and tell my dad how delicious this ice cream was that you gave me. And all the fun that we've had here today.
Maybe it would be best if you didn't even mention, that you came back here and that I gave you all this ice cream before dinner. Why don't we just make it our little secret?
What about the shiny red bicycle that you gave me?
Maybe we better not let your dad know about the bike.
Warning sign 3. A child molester will often use alcohol to impair the judgment of a youngster.
That pizza would taste a whole lot better with a glass of wine. Is care for sip?
Yeah, anyway, that is, those are scenes taken from...
And the real laugh track in different strokes. When he would make those molesting jokes,
the
they
audience
had a laugh
was...
track.
Right.
That so disturbed me when I was a kid.
WKLP in Cincinnati.
Dudley walks out of the bathroom with his pants unbuttoned and he's drunk.
That's right.
When the cops come.
Oh, my God.
Arnold's friend...
Very special.
He was dumb. Arnold was smart.
No.
Arnold only wanted the cherry pie.
Dudley got raped.
Dudley played Neptune King of the Sea, where he went in the bathtub.
No, you don't do that
play
with...
Neptune's King of the Sea.
You don't do that with...
That's a tip, kids, if you're listening.
Don't do Neptune King of the Sea. Although I did it with Peter Bowen, our general manager.
Oh, really?
Really?
You got hired.
It worked out pretty well for you.
It's good. It's bad news for me, because you notice I'm standing. But good news for you guys. We get to stay here a little bit longer.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Mancow.
Let's smoke up, can we? We are smoking up. And who can ever suck off this rib the best, we're going to give you some cash, right? Isn't that what we're doing? No, we're doing prizes. VIP passes
That's right,
to Rib Fest. What are we doing? The best sucking sound?
Yep, exactly.
Kathy, don't do that in here. I'll be spent. The Death Psychic coming up, and if you have a problem with premature ejaculation, we have a doctor that's going to help you. That's coming up shortly. Muhammad Ali, was he a racist? I want to talk about that.
Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter ever lived.
Oh, come on, man. What about Joe Louis? I suppose nobody in here ever heard of Cassius Clay.
We got a point. Cassius Clay was a bad mother.
Hey, I ain't saying Clay ain't bad. I'm just saying I stopped liking Cassius Clay once he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. What kind of is that?
Wait a second. A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change.
So this is the $100 skip the line VIP wristband, which you can do whatever you want. It's kind of like going to Great America and buying the front of the line pass.
Nice.
This is $100.
You
Plus,
don't need a wheelchair or nothing?
Plus, it's free for you. You get Rib Fest food and drink tickets, and you get a T-shirt, and you get a handy from Kathy behind the toilet. You get the gnarly head hat.
Yep.
I don't know what that is, but you get gnarly head. I've been looking for that, fellas.
Far out, man.
I've been looking for some gnarly head.
Some gnarly head,
you
man.
need to do mornings here.
So anyway, that's for the best sucking sound today when you call, okay?
When and where is Rib Fest?
Wouldn't it be funny if somebody just called and played the Drive radio station? That sucking sound on your dial.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, that Pete McMurray, what a tool. Hey, Tony, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, brother. I know you're calling about the mystery movie. And it's 7:23 right now. I'm the Mancow. How are we doing on time? Oh man, we're doing awful. We're doing awful. We got an hour commercial free coming up.
Nice.
Where's Rib Fest going to be, fellas?
Rib Fest is going to be in North Center. It is Lincoln Avenue at Irving Park Road.
What's the website?
Ribfestchicago.com.
When is it?
It's this weekend. It's Friday night. It's Saturday all day. It's Sunday all day. It's fantastic.
Why were you saying that about Muslims wouldn't like it?
I didn't say that.
No,
they don't dig on.
that.
Yeah, I said Muhammad Ali wouldn't like it.
Why?
Muslims don't dig on swine. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me? Oh man, this is not going to be a big Muslim thing. I'm not going to go.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie.
Till Muslims can eat pork, I'm not going. What is this movie?
You know the answer.
Remember that? Brad and Angelina Jolie? Baby, I love you. Brad Pitt, he's got all these adopted kids from third world countries, right?
Yeah.
He's holding a little third world baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I love you, but until men get married,
yep,
I'm not going.
5 minutes later.
I'm not doing it.
Men get married.
Yeah. Okay, now men get married.
Right.
He's going, damn it.
All he wants to do is smoke weed and have Angelina do that thing she does to him.
Ew.
He lays down face down and she cleans him with her tongue.
Disgusting.
Yep.
I'll tell you, I bet it wouldn't be as tasty as Ribfest. Clean that Brad Pitt's bacon ring. Hey, guys, honestly, that's what I should have said to my wife. Honey, I love you, and I want to get married, but I can't until Muslims enjoy Ribfest. Just an idea. Just an idea.
Next on the Mancow.
How far away did Muhammad Ali live from you?
3 blocks.
3 blocks away from Al. Al saw him all the time. Al wants to argue with me. I've got some tape, some audio here I want to play, Al, that will prove that Muhammad Ali would have hated you and your white wife. Well, you just listen to it. Don't give me that look. Just listen to it. The Playboy Mansion is sold. Sports headlines coming up. ADD News coming up. The Death Psychic is on hold. Ribfest is happening. And if you have a problem with premature ejaculation, oh, boy, is this the show for you.
Working harder than the bathroom air freshener a day after an open bar office party. He is the Mancow. This is a Cumulus station. This is WLUP-FM. Chicago. This is the Mancow.
Strutting with some barbecue, swinging with the band. Strutting with some barbecue.
I want to hear your best impression of sucking on some ribs.
I can do the trombone.
And you get VIP passes. Ribfest is this weekend. Man, I love good barbecued ribs. And you got...
one of the best things about summer.
Man. I guess that's how I'm celebrating Ramadan. I don't know what Ramadan is, but I'm going over to Ribfest. Deep fried ribs. Deep fried pork chops. Oh, it's a deep fried rib from pork. I like pork chop, by the way. That's a good place. In your place is, what's it called?
It's called Rub's Backcountry Smokehouse.
I drive by it all the time.
Those are delicious.
You have vegan barbecue?
I don't.
No, that's just
Ribfest does.
That's of the devil. What is Latin barbecue? Mexican beef po' boys. Carnita sandwiches? That could be great. Wow.
Thank you for calling.
How you doing?
Great, how are you?
Good. I need my barbecue serviced.
Okay.
You know what it is? Last summer, my mother, she used to love the old barbecue, you know?
Uh-huh.
And she went out there and the damn thing blew up and took her legs off.
Ooh.
Well, that's what we all said. Oh, you know, that's our first response, you know? Her legs are laying over there by the barbecue. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it was awful. That's why we needed service. We don't want another incident like that, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so now we take her out there and prop her up there by the old barbecue. She's got that dopey little look on her face, you know? Boy, I tell you, she loves it. She really loves it. Oh, jeez. She just took a header. I gotta go.
Strutting with some barbecue.
Strut with some barbecue.
Swinging with the band.
7:35.
Fried chicken and ham.
Fried chicken and ham. Let's go to Mark. Mark, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? I got the answer for the mystery movie.
Yes, please.
Coming to America?
No, sir. We did play a clip from Coming to America. We were talking about Cassius Clay, but no. Let's go to Ray. Ray, hello.
Hey, man, Cal, love your show.
Hey, buddy. What do you think?
I think it's The Matrix Reloaded.
Matrix Reloaded. No, and I would have given it to you if it was any of the Matrix movies. No.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie. Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
Matt, hello.
Hey, what's going on, Mancow?
Hey, buddy, what do you think? Death Psychic is on hold. Al and I got to argue, and we want you to suck it for me, okay? Danny. Danny.
Yeah, hello.
That's it, Danny. Suck it.
Hello, I was calling about...
Yeah, Danny, suck it. Oh, Danny.
Well, they were worried about...
Oh, Danny. Yeah, okay, so your best rib-sucking sounds, you can get VIP passes to Ribfest.
Danny boy.
That's awesome.
Oh, Danny boy.
Ribfest in North Center.
Oh, Danny boy. Oh, Danny, suck it. Oh, suck
Sorry,
it.
I didn't mean to pull this up, but I have
put
to.
that away.
Oh, Danny boy.
Put that away.
Danny boy.
Put that away. Put that away. Oh, man. Oh, Danny. Oh, the ribs are calling.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, I call him Danny Bone.
Oh, Danny.
Oh,
Bone.
Danny boy. Oh. Oh. God, it's like we're having a circle here.
Ben.
Yeah, it's exactly
What just happened?
Like.
Oh, Danny boy.
I wish my boy... Stop.
Daddy
Stop.
boy. Sauce on your fingers.
Just wish my boy Al Steppen was here.
Who's Al Steppen?
He likes a good circle crank. What's that?
Who's Al Steppen?
Hey, he's a mutual friend of ours. I'm just kidding around. He's the Prince of Winnetka. He runs Winnetka. He runs the North Shore. You can't get anything done unless you kiss that ring.
Oh, wow.
So I got to constantly kiss his ass. Otherwise, I can't get into the good clubs, the good parties. I can't get into good places. I can't get a seat at a table. I can't get into EJ's without him. Not at 5 o'clock, I can't.
The pipes are calling.
Danny, I like the way you suck. I really do.
From Glen.
Explain what we're doing there, Sizzle. Go ahead. Explain what we're doing.
Rib Fest Chicago this weekend.
No, but the contest we're doing.
Oh, the contest for... we're going to give away those VIP passes for
the
best sounding suck on your caller.
Because you suck the ribs, you suck your fingers. You know something there? I want to tell you something, Rub. Okay? And you are rubbing me the right way.
All right.
Rubs is the name of the place, right?
That's right. That's
okay.
That's us.
Everybody says, and I am a certified American Royal barbecue. I got an unbelievable number.
Okay.
I'm one of the top barbecue judges in the world. I've judged barbecue all around the world, and I want to tell you, everybody says brisket. That's how you judge. That's how you tell a good place. But I don't agree. It's ribs. To me, it's ribs.
I like them both. Those are my two favorite smoked meats because they taste so much different when you smoke them as opposed to cooking them any other way.
My favorite smoked meat is cheeks.
Oh, Cheeks is nice. What about La
Cheeks
Bamba?
are quite delicious.
The Latino meat.
Oh, no. Yeah. What about Cheeks Jr., his son?
Yeah.
He's 18 now.
He's hot.
Oh, God.
Okay.
He has a son?
Yeah.
I thought he was gay.
And
Cheeks
that
Jr.
bear Peter Bowen, too.
Oh, Peter Bowen, our boss? Oh, he is a bear.
He's always a top, though. He never plays the other side.
No, he's a power top,
He
isn't
says he's not gay because he's a top.
He's the hard hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really, like a
and there's nothing wrong with it.
We call
he's
him
the
the
jackhammer. Oh, yeah.
So tell us about rubs.
So we're up on Western Avenue, 6954 Northwestern. We cook all hardwood smoked barbecue. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning and smoked these ribs. Everything we do is fresh every day.
That's the third time this jackhole has told me this. I don't care that you got up at 3. Let me tell you what time. I got up at 2:30.
We don't care.
Every day.
It's
7:30.
What's 2:30? It's when the Japanese go to the dentist, 2:30. But let me tell you something. Al Roker still isn't up yet.
Nope.
Okay?
The sugar doesn't kick until 9.
Al,
I
so
got
listen.
toothpicks in my eyes.
Listen, used to see Cassius Clay in the neighborhood, right? And he lived 3 blocks from you.
Yes. He moved on the same block. He's a block down from where the Elijah Muhammad houses
God.
are.
That's
They're
great.
now the Farrakhan houses.
That's great.
But at that time, they were the Elijah Muhammad houses. He wanted to be close to the
I'm sure if I lived next
Muhammad,
to the Farrakhan house, he'd be real nice to me.
They lived a block away from each other.
Yeah. So I think he would have hated you and your white wife just as much as your Jewish father-in-law hated you.
Why do you say that?
I don't say it. I want to play it for you. Listen to this.
Thing, when you say integration, it comes under intermarriage too, right? All being together.
Right, sure.
And I'm sure no intelligent white person watching this show, or no intelligent white man in his or her right white mind, want black boys and black girls marrying their white sons and daughters, and in return introducing their grandchildren as half-brown, kinky-haired black people.
I wouldn't object to that.
Well, you wouldn't, but a lot of them would.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people. No, this is the point.
What I'm trying to say is this. And you don't have it. You say you don't, but you don't have it. You really ain't gonna have it. You on the show, and you got to say that.
That's not true.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I don't think I'm any different from you. You see.
Yeah, we much different.
I think society's made us different.
You know we're different. We all together.
But society's made us different.
No, not society. God made us different.
No, we're just human beings. He made all of us.
We all listen. Bluebirds fly with bluebirds. Red birds want to be with red birds. Listen. Tell me when I'm wrong. Pigeons want to be with pigeons.
But
Tell me when I'm wrong. We should have. More, they don't have intelligence, but yet they stay together. We should have more intelligence than them, right? Buzzards are with buzzards. Right? Buzzards are with buzzards. Bluebirds are with bluebirds. They all are birds, but they got different cultures. The eagles like to hang out in the mountains. The buzzard like to fly around the desert.
Well,
the bluebird like to fly around the trees and the grass.
There'd be certain problems a buzzard mating with a sparrow, wouldn't there?
What?
There'd be certain.
Right. And we have the problems too.
Al, what do you think so far?
Well, so far, that's exactly the way he felt back then. That's exactly the way he felt. He followed the Nation of Islam. That's what the Nation of Islam believed.
Okay.
That's what Malcolm X believed
and how many
for a long time.
And how many young men, everybody's talking about how great this guy is. How many young men did he send down that racist path? How many young men wanted to live up to him and went down that violent, vile path because of Muhammad Ali?
I don't see no black and white couples in England or America walking around proud holding their children.
That's society's fault. I mean, we've got to educate people around it.
Well, life is too short for me to be raised catching hell for something like that. I'd rather go and be my own. I have a beautiful daughter, beautiful wife. They look like me. We're all happy, and I don't have no trouble. I ain't got no trouble. I ain't that much in love with no woman to go through all that hell. Ain't no one woman that good. You understand?
I understand. Yeah, I do understand. I understand. I think it's sad that
it ain't sad because I want my child to look like me.
Attitude.
Every intelligent person wants his child to look like him. I'm sad because I want to blot out my race and lose my beautiful identity. Chinese love Chinese. They love the little slanted-eyed, pretty brown-skinned babies. Pakistanis love their culture. Jewish people love their culture. A lot of Catholics don't want to marry a number of Catholics. They want the religion to stay the same. Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race? You a hater of your people if you don't want to stay who you are. You shame what God made you. God didn't make no mistake when he made us all like we were.
I think that's a philosophy of despair.
Despair.
I really do.
It ain't no despair.
Number
one, can't no woman. Let me tell you something. I want to tell you. Listen, no woman on this whole earth, not even a black woman in Muslim countries, can please me and cook for me and socialize and talk to me like my American black woman. No woman, and last is a white woman, can really identify with me and my feelings and the way I act and the way I talk. And you can't take no Chinese man and give him no Puerto Rican woman and holler about we're in love and you emotionally in love and physically, but really they're not happy because she's going to hear some Puerto Rican music, he's going to hear some Chinese music. And they're going to be clashing all the time. It's just nature. You can do what you want, but it's nature to want to be with your own. I want to be with my own.
What's wrong with that? He has the right to believe in
All
that.
right, can I comment on a couple of things?
No. Of course you can. Of course you can.
Well, he absolutely at that time.
But wait a minute, Kathy, you agree with him?
I don't agree with him, but he has the right to believe
You have the right to believe anything right. Exactly.
So if he wants to be with a black woman, he could be with a black woman. And
the lowest is the white woman.
I understand what he's trying to say.
I understand what he's trying to say too. It's extreme racism. And imagine if a white man said the lowest of low is a black woman. Well, you can say whatever you want, no problem. What's wrong with that?
The thing that I understood about what he said was
7:45 at the Loop.
Cultures.
Kathy, stop it. You know, if anybody said on the radio today or on TV, anyone, if a white sports star like Muhammad Ali, a black sports star, got on and said, the lowest of the low is a black woman, I don't want anything to do with that. Oh, my God. Come on. Wake up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The answer is not this. It's not race baiting. It's not separation. It's love. And it's not okay for him, and it's not okay for you, and it's not okay for the black guy, and it's not okay for the white guy. Hate is hate. And why do we continue to make passes? Oh, well, that's just how they are. That's what they do. That's what they do in the country. They circumcise their little girls, and they beat them and put them in beekeeper costumes. Oh, well, that's okay. Everybody's the same. It's nonsense, and I'm just sick of it. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Al.
And he felt that way at the time he was following the Nation of Islam, and he absolutely felt that way. He left the Nation of Islam, just like Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam. He hasn't been a member of the Nation of Islam for more than 30 years, but he absolutely felt that way back then. Back then, he turned black people against black people. He called Joe Frazier a gorilla.
It's unbelievable.
Before the fight in Manila. I'm going to beat the gorilla at the Thriller in Manila, he used to say. He turned the black people of Zaire against George Foreman. For that fight, he was turning black people against black people to benefit himself. But that was 40 years ago.
Yeah, when there was money in it.
He
there was
realized
money in it.
he changed his ways,
after he got sick and after he had Parkinson's and it didn't matter anymore.
30-plus years of his
That's
life.
right. When nobody was listening, when nobody was listening, he wasn't on camera anymore.
Trying
then,
to please people and serve his God.
Yeah. Okay. Just saying, the double standard, guys. Right is right and right is, yeah. Okay, we're looking for bone suckers. The sound of you sucking a rib bone. We'll get you tickets to Rib Fest. We got VIP passes, an incredible VIP pass. You go to the front of every line. The thing is about being a father, which I am, I end up eating half the ribs because my kids, they don't know how to clean a bone.
Oh, doesn't that piss you off?
It pisses me off.
Look at all the meat you left on there.
Let me ask you something, Rubs.
Yes, sir.
Does it upset you when you see the ribs come back to the kitchen and someone's just taking a couple of bites?
That never happens.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Well, hopefully somebody at the table cleans up. Let's go to Ozzy. Ozzy, hello.
Yeah, how you doing? Love your show, Mancow.
Thank you, brother. What's going on?
I'm just saying on Cassius Clay that at the time, those racist times, so you would imagine a white man and a black man, a white woman and a black man, or a black man, a black woman and a white man, they wouldn't have saw that like good,
You really have no point. Do you know that? I don't know if you know that. I'm sure in your head it sounded good, but on the radio, didn't really sound. You didn't say anything. Let's go to Brandon. Brandon, but I appreciate your call. Brandon, hi.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Love your show. Thank you.
Thank you. Hitler was a product of his time. What about George McGovern? What about all the white races, the Klansmen? Can people change? Of course they can. Can a Klansman become a loving person? Sure. Can a Black Panther become a loving person? Sure. Could Muhammad Ali change? Absolutely. But what he said is it was of the time. Well, what about the guy we're pulling off the $20 bill? He's a racist. Every white founding father was a product of their time. Doesn't matter. White man, get him out of here. And so the double standard is what I'm talking about. The intellectual dishonesty is what bothers me. Oh, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, well, but that's because he's likable. He's likable.
But if you play this game, then
wait, hey, everybody be quiet. Did you see what Donald Trump said 30 years ago? Play that over and over on the news. It's the double standard. That's it.
But then Frank Sinatra needs to be erased. Like, everyone needs to be erased from history.
That when you hear some of those old Sinatra things with Sammy, it's.
But we forgive him.
Don Rickles comes out to the Chicago theater. He's telling all these racist jokes. He goes, "Is the black guy? Can you see teeth? Is he smiling?"
Yeah.
It's like, oh my! I was like, oh my God. But it's Don Rickles. It's okay. Let's go to Brandon. Brandon, hi.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Love your show.
Hey, buddy.
Brandon. Milk.
Hey, I just wanted to agree with you and comment on how you said how many young black men would listen to him. But you could hear it in the audio how everyone was applauding what he was saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And how many people did he? And yes, Malcolm X the same way. Malcolm X said, "Yeah, God, I was wrong. The answer is love, 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 love." And and of course that's why they had to put a bullet in him. They had to shut him up. And I wish Ali, at the height of his fame, had talked about love more than some of the things he just said. So, yeah, love is the answer, guys. It really is. The Beatles had it right. All you need is love.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for
Al's
my
neighborhood.
neighbors. Could you be mine?
It's Farrakhan's neighborhood.
You be mine. I have never wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've never wanted to live in a neighborhood with Jews. So
you're a little bit racist.
Well, you're a little bit too.
Don't you think at that moment, blacks should be with blacks, whites should be with whites, and then he went on to say the white woman is the lowest creature on earth. But don't you think basically your father-in-law, your Jewish father-in-law, the father of your wife, don't you think he would have agreed with Muhammad Ali? He never came around, did he?
No, he never came around.
Yeah. You ever take a leak on his grave? Your father-in-law? I think I would have had to have.
Texas, Tennessee, just all over the place telling me, I'm not interested in your truck. I just want to tell you that.
Okay, so this father found out his son was doing drugs in the truck, so he's selling the truck that he bought for the kid. My friend Mike Fowler had the same thing happen.
That's right.
His kid was being a punk. He said, okay.
Give me the key.
The son said,
wasn't nice enough.
What kind of car do you drive, Dad? Why do I got to drive this? Well, because you're 16.
What kind of a car was it?
It was a Toyota Corolla 1984. Kathy, I don't know, and I don't care. It was a car. I don't know. I didn't see the car. Do you want me to get him on the phone? Should I find out?
Well,
get him on the phone. It's important.
My question is, was the kid being a spoiled brat? Did the guy buy him a BMW and he was pissed he didn't have a Land Rover?
I don't have any idea. The point is, he was upset that his dad had a nicer car than he had, so Daddy sold it. The same thing. This kid was doing drugs in the car, so this guy, Alan Giger, sold his son's car. And if you lived close, you got a deal. You got it cheaper because he wanted his son to see the car in the neighborhood still with somebody else driving it.
Texas, Tennessee, just all over the place telling me, I'm not interested in your truck. I just want to tell you that you've got Texas supporting you. You've got everybody supporting you with your decisions. Got, the last little bit of a roach that I guess him and his buddies were smoking. Whoever gets this thing has definitely got to clean it out. I had it for $1,500, and I would take $250 off if somebody from the West Side did buy it. That was just so that he could actually see it every now and then when he's walking, when he's with his friends. I posted it one night, woke up the next morning, seen a few shares. Didn't really think a whole lot of it. Next morning I woke up, which was this morning, I had over 60 messages.
Take your calls. Call us.
591-ROCK, 591-ROLL.
Mike, what's up?
Hey, good morning, Mancow. Love you. Love your show. I just wanted to give you some input. All right, I'm Greek just like Kathy, born and raised in Chicago, Northwest Side. I left after high school. I went to Greece. I was an executive recruiter for investment bankers.
Dude, you're going to have to fast forward this story about 20 years, I can already tell. Can we get to the point? I mean, your life is so fascinating, and I can't wait to see the A&E special after you die, like 50 years from now. But if you could get to a point, boy, I would love it.
There's a point. So I bought commercial property. I had nice units all over, Lake
nice units, commercial property, okay.
And then I went into the West Side, big buildings. They destroyed me, straight, African-Americans, because I was white. They destroyed my property, didn't pay rent, evictions, you name it.
Do you think they only did that because you were white?
Yes, foreclosure in 2014, I lost $2 million.
Brother, let me tell you something. I repossessed cars. It was on TV, as a matter of fact. It was part of a TV show. And I want to tell you, there's deadbeats of every color.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, I gave most people a break and let them keep stuff. I gave most people a break and let them keep things.
Yeah.
And these bastards.
Why did this guy spend $2 million
on
the West Side?
It makes no sense.
The West Side has a door back and
if I did it,
credentials. He's a investor.
let me tell you about, I'm a good Christian person. Please don't take our car. Okay. I'll be in tomorrow. Yeah, guess what? If I had to do it again, guess how many people I give a break to? 0. Deadbeats. They know how to scam. They know how to play on your. Forget it. Get out. You didn't pay. I'm sorry.
Can we get his number? If he has $2 million and he's Greek, my mom would like him. Please.
Oh, that's right.
No, it's gone.
Now he wants to get married.
He lost it. He lost it. Where's the sucker? The bone sucker. Daryl.
Yes, sir.
Let me hear you.
Love your show.
Let me hear you suck that bone.
Good morning. I'm Jonathan Brammer, and I'm Steve Dahl.
Saying they suck.
That's pretty funny.
That's the winner.
That's funny.
No, I want to hear some actual sucking.
Oh.
It's the same thing with Kathy. I get some comedy. I don't want comedy. I want sucking.
That's right.
Okay?
That's a problem. Kathy always gives you comedy.
That was good, Daryl. That is true, though, with my wife.
What?
And my kids, the same. Let's clean up the topic here, but the minute I got to go to bed, and I get up at 2:30. I had to make ribs at 3. Wah. My vagina. Wah. Anyway, I'm just saying they get so entertaining
At 9:30 p.m.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Never fails.
10 o'clock last night. A laugh riot. My kids had they were doing the old soft shoe. Hey, Daddy, watch this dance. It's like, go to bed. Good night, Moon.
My wife will come and sit on the ottoman in front of the TV and start talking to me.
What a lucky
and
lady
I got a 55-inch TV.
Hey, Mike. Mike, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
The long-witted Greek guy. Let me tell you something. I got a story for you, okay? I've been inspired by your story, okay?
I bought XFL stock.
One time when I was a kid, and I looked out the window, and I was on this bus. It was a yellow bus. And a big yellow bus, and there's a lot of kids on there. We're going to school. You ever heard of that? A bus?
Yes.
I looked out the window, and I saw a bird.
Mm-hmm. What'd the bird do?
No, I just saw the bird, right? Just saw the bird. I think I'll call a radio show.
You be polite to my Greek brother.
No, I think everyone, on and off the air, they need to learn.
Yeah.
I invested $2 million in MySpace.
Get to a point.
In 2016.
Get to a point. Hey, don't make those XFL jokes. Love Cheese put his life savings in the XFL. And I remember his comment, how could it lose? Well,
Bill.
801 at the Loop. The death psychic is on hold. Do you want to know how and when you're going to die? I say no.
No, exactly.
People are always shocked when I say that. Why would you have her on? Because I believe in free choice. We're given free choice. You know, they talk about Jesus and Gandhi and Martin Luther King, the Reverend Martin Luther King. And boy, MLK sure tried to talk to Muhammad Ali, didn't he? So did Billy Graham. They tried to reach him. Ego is deadly. It really is. Edge God out. Ego. Thankfully, I have none. Hey, who's laughing? Who's laughing?
I'm going to see how far that went.
I was being serious, you bastards. Hey, hey, Mike?
Yes, I'm right here, sir.
This is the long-winded Greek guy, right?
Yeah, I'm the Greek guy that came back the victim and lost everything on the west side in Cape Town.
Well, hey,
you're not a victim. You made a bad investment. That was stupid.
What are you saying to him?
He's dumb. Why are you buying a huge property on the west side? What do you expect?
Here's what I found with those neighborhoods. Don't go near them. They sing song. Remember the song? Don't come here. We got guns here.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have it.
Well, maybe he can explain his investment to us. Why did he do that?
We'd be here till Thursday.
He's very long-winded, and I love all my friends. Like what do they call those neighborhoods? The crossover neighborhoods. What do they call them?
Like up and comers or something.
No,
like
that's
that,
got a name. It's got a transition.
Okay.
Like Bruce Jenner.
Like Dewey, right? He bought a transition neighborhood house.
Yeah, you look out his window.
And it's still in transition.
By the United Center,
I've
right?
never heard the west side called transition.
Guys, I look out his window. There's kids jumping on old mattresses. There's fires and trash cans. The rap music is so loud you can't think.
Oh, yeah, it's
There's
dangerous.
bullet holes in the side of his house. It's
Right.
like, neighborhood in transition. How about no?
Right.
You can keep it. You got it. You want it? Here you go. Here you go. You're already paying for the rent. Let them have it. Get out of there. Why do you need that heartache? Why do you need to be afraid every time you walk out? There is another way of life, folks.
Right.
If you're somewhere where people are showing their ass and the music's loud and you can't hear yourself think and they're killing each other, move. Do whatever it takes to move. Do it for your kids. Although you do have to go into some of those neighborhoods to get the best barbecue I found.
That's true.
That's right. Coleman's on Chicago Avenue. It's one of the best.
What?
Coleman's on Chicago Avenue on the west
I like
side.
Q.
Love it.
I like Q. Just
Yeah.
Q.
Yeah.
Q barbecue.
Right.
I heard Urban Q is good, although I've never had it. I like pork chop, and now I like rubs because he's standing here in front
The
of me.
best ribs I've ever had in my life.
What?
Their ribs right here.
See,
Rubs.
See,
Unbelievable.
But you know what? Some people hate his ribs.
What? Probably.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because you have to bite them off the bone.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's good.
What?
That's good.
That's
that
what
you have
makes
to do
them
that.
good.
No, but haven't you ever had somebody hand you the ribs, and you're holding the bone and all the meat just falls off?
Yeah.
Look at that, the meat falls off. I'm like, well, that's a mistake.
Right. That's a mistake, correct?
Yep. Overcooked.
You don't want to soak. I had a guy in here. Who's the guy? A meatball. I had a guy in here, meatball. He said, you don't want to soak your chips. I've always soaked my wood chips.
No, you're just preventing them from burning. You want them to burn. You just want them to burn clean.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, do you want wet, gooey smoke or do you want smoke? You don't want steam. You don't want to steam the ribs. You want to cook the ribs.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. And I'll tell you, since I have stopped soaking my wood, and I got this really cool gadget out of Cabela's, I got to go out to Cabela's this weekend.
You can go see Pike.
When Pike is done with his live broadcast, I got to get some roids from him. So I'm bulking up. Anyway, what's up? Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
So I have a story I want to tell you, but it just happened last week. But here's how I want to start the story. I want to talk about my childhood growing up. Okay, I'm going to start back a few years, and then I'm going to kind of.
And then I went to Cancun for spring break in high school.
I went to Camp Gravois in the Ozarks, and I got to tell you, I was in a canoe.
Then I got my Weeblo badge.
That
I
guy's.
feel so bad. I understand he's long-winded, but he loves your show. He listens, and you're being so mean to him.
See what happens is, I told you when I'm at the theater.
Yeah.
I'm at the theater. I was at the Wilmette Theater. Last night, Jen Weigel and Billy of the Smashing Pumpkins, everybody, there was a little kind of a cool thing going on there. But anyway, they show movies. I went to see the new X-Men movie, which I liked, by the way. Most people don't. I liked it.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, and is there, it's a big deal that this big movie comes to this little theater. Sure. Is there anybody sitting there? And whenever there's an empty seat, and if you say this, folks, trust me, you'll always have a seat next to you for your popcorn. So ask me if my seat's taken.
Is your seat taken?
Well, actually, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is sitting there.
Oh, yeah, no. You
Yeah, I
probably
wanna
get a
sit
couple of
next to that
rows.
He's my co-pilot. Can I tell you about him? They never sit next to me. So I understand how. Do you understand that? And I understand. Do you understand? I understand. Do you understand? Do you understand that we're in their car with them?
Yeah.
And they think I look like them. I think I say things they can't say at work that they want to say.
Right.
And so when people meet me oftentimes, they want to tell me everything they've wanted to tell me for 20 years, and it comes out like this.
That's right.
It just doesn't work. One of the biggest food festivals. It's the biggest barbecue festival in Chicago.
Yeah.
100,000 people going to go through this thing. Rib Fest. It is so huge, so great. And make sure you try some of Rub's meat. He's here in the studio.
The best.
And how many different barbecue makers are there?
We've got 16 rib vendors. We've got 16 non-rib vendors. So we can find food for anybody at this fest. We've got music.
Yeah.
It's all weekend long. It's something for everyone. There's kids things. There's everything there.
How important are baked beans? What does that say about a restaurant? To me, baked beans matter.
I'm indifferent on them.
You son of a bitch. I will punch you in the face. Now, there's this one barbecue restaurant I go to, and they put coleslaw. Now, I've never had this. This is new to me. Coleslaw and bacon on top of a smoked turkey barbecue sandwich. Ooh. That's pretty awesome.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you can steal that if you want. I just gave you that, okay?
Sounds good.
I just want points on the business. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, man.
Hey, Muhammad Ali said that God did not intend Blue Jays to mate with eagles and such.
Right, the different birds don't have sex. Why should humans?
Yeah, well, somebody should tell him that we can interbreed with different races, so, I don't see what his point was there.
I was in Alaska. I was in Ketchikan, Alaska, and it's a real town, Ketchikan. You can look it up. And this bear was about to catch a can, okay? What happened is this big bear came out of the woods, and there was a little rabbit there. Oh. And the rabbit was eating, and I thought, oh, man, this bear is going to eat this rabbit.
No.
And this bear started to have sex with a rabbit.
What?
Yeah.
What? How is that even possible? Wow. What happened?
Oh, the rabbit exploded. So I'm just saying, it's way different. It's way different than Al sleeping with his chubby white wife. But then again, they're both obese.
She can take it.
So, yeah. Yeah, so maybe I have that wrong. I don't know. Okay. We'll take your calls at 591 Rock, 591 Roll. Let's continue here. Oh, we got Scott ready to do some sucking. What's up, Scott?
Oh, man, Kyle, love your show, brother.
Thank you, man.
Oh, God, I just wanted to say, I got 2 weeks sober today, and I used to call in messed up, and
oh, man.
I can still listen to your show sober, man.
Well, wait, brother,
brothers in Christ.
Hey, well, listen.
That's the real.
Listen.
We can actually call and listen to the show sober.
I say we celebrate. I say we celebrate. Let's celebrate this 2 weeks sober, can we?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
I can still listen to the show sober and like it.
The good news is
I'm shocked.
The good news is I can still drink. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but I can drink.
Good for that guy.
Oh, that's me. You know what?
Can I say something else?
No, I'll tell you what, because I want to say something else first. Let me tell you something, brother. One foot in front of the other. You know who taught me that? Mickey Rooney as St. Nicholas, okay? In the holiday special, Santa Claus is coming to town. Put one foot in front of the other. Everybody, come on now. And then and soon you are walking out. Come on, everybody. John. No? Anyway, my point is 1 foot in front of the other, brother. 1 foot at a time. As Bill Murray said, baby
one
steps.
One day at a time, one moment at a time.
Yes.
It's only 24 hours that we have. We're only guaranteed today.
That's right. Today is all we have. It's called a gift. It's a present, right? We call today the present. It is a gift. You can't worry about yesterday.
I see you in church. I see you in church all the time, brother. I love you.
Well, brother, listen, I'm excited because, this Sunday we're handling snakes.
That's right.
We're handling poisonous snakes this Sunday.
Nice.
Bad to the bone.
These bones are good.
Bad to the bone.
Okay, brother, let me hear the sucking. Hey, Scotty.
Yes.
Let me hear the sucking.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. The best sucker. We got VIP passes at Ribfest. You will be like a superstar. Let's go to Robert. He wants to suck. Robert, hello.
Hey, man, I love your show. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got a good sucking for you.
Tell me. Let me hear it. Oh, that does sound good.
Warning. The most popular guest in the history of Mancow is Casey Ames, the deaf psychic. The following contains extreme violent images and mental cruelty. Mancow believes no human being should know the time of their own death.
That's right.
And now, Casey Ames, the deaf psychic.
Casey Ames, the death psychic. These visions come to you. You see a calendar. You see how they die. You actually see the people dying.
I see it, yes. It sometimes doesn't, I can't explain exactly what's happening in a picture, but you get the overall general.
The United States government has studied her. She is 97.6% accurate. I'd like to believe that you can prevent your own death, but maybe not. It's interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just meant to be and you get amnesia or something, but it's amazing to me the amount of people that I've heard, family members that come up to me crying, sobbing. Sometimes they need a hug. They want to share the moment with me that someone they love has died, just as the death psychic predicted. Why did they get in the car? Why did they do that? Why did they take that trip? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's preordained. Maybe, like Final Destination, those movies, we cannot change our death date. Colleen, hello. Welcome to the program.
Hi, Mancow. Love you. Love your show.
Let's get going here. I need your birthday.
My birthday is 10/2/65.
10/2/65. Okay, brace yourself to prepare for death. This is going to happen November 30th, 2030. You are eating lunch outside, and there is a suicide bomber that detonates right near your table.
Suicide bomber. Joan?
Hi, Mancow. I love your show.
Thank you very much. What is your birthday?
7/24/57.
57?
I'm really old. Yeah, I'm really old.
No, stop it. Stop it. You're old enough to be my mother, though. But come on. Okay, let's go, Casey Ames.
Brace yourself and prepare for death. Leukemia just ravages your body, and you die from leukemia January 10th, 2038.
2038.
Wow.
Leukemia. Hey, Joan?
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. Bonnie, ready to find out when you're gonna die?
Wow. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Your birthday, please.
It's November 5th, 1956. I'm a super oldie.
Okay. Brace yourself and prepare for death.
Here we go.
In a horrible case of mistaken identity, intruders come into your house and they stab you, but it is the wrong house. And this is June 8th, 2017.
June 8th, 2017. Hey, have a great day. Sing it, Al. That's it, Al. And a scoop, doobie, daddy, booby, yeah. Al, I love it when you scat for me, man. You are one scat cat. It is Tabloid Tuesday. I'm the Mancow. The Mystery Moog coming up. Sports headlines. ADD News is coming up. That's attention deficit disorder news. Is Hugh Hefner getting kicked out of the mansion? This is the Loop. Hey, Robert, let me hear you suck.
Hey, Mancow, I love your show.
Thank you, man.
First time caller, long time listener.
Welcome to the show, man.
Here you go.
Oh, my God, that's a Vohojanis right there. Wow. That sounded like Kathy.
Wow.
That sounded like
praise.
Nice one, Bobby.
Are you kidding me? Where's Hungry Hoss? Hungry Hoss, are you
Hell
there?
yeah, man.
Hungry Hoss. Okay, let me hear it.
Hoss.
Slurp it up.
Like we're kind of speechless. We don't really know.
Hungry Hoss.
We don't know how to react to these.
I think Robert sound. I like that Vohojini sound. I like that. How do you say your last name? Vohojanis.
Vohojanis.
Exactly what I said. Sean, hello.
Hey, Mancow, love your show.
Hey, brother. What's up?
Hey,
heard you talking about barbecue places.
Yes.
And I want to know if you tried fire water.
No, but I'll tell you what my Native American friends do, and they get crazy. They get crazy.
You suck.
Oh, I do suck right now. I do suck right now. I do.
You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck.
I do suck.
Giant robot, come.
Al Roker Jr., my gigantic black robot with 1 foot. What's coming up in sports?
One MMA star who's making a huge comeback and another who's not because he's dead.
Is Chip ready to go?
He is.
Oh, he is? Okay, let's do this. Hey, what's the website, real quick, for RibFest 2016?
RibFestChicago.com. It's this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and
Did
Sunday.
I say quick? I didn't ask you to. I just said give the website. I didn't say go on and on about it.
That was very fast, very fast.
They never learn, man.
Let's try it again. What's the website, sir?
RibFestChicago.com.
I bet you get all that info right there.
See how easy that was?
It's now time for Mancow's
You're just like my kids. You don't follow
Mega
orders.
Giveaway. Take it away, Chip.
What song is this Chip is playing on his Moog? Chip's enough.
Thanks for putting us in the mood, Chip. Think you know the song Chip is playing? Call the cow now. 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. Up next on the Mancow.
Well, we're going to take your calls. We're going to do sports headlines, and we'll tell you whether or not Hugh Hefner is going to be kicked out of the Playboy Mansion now that it's sold.
This is Mancow.
Oh, and the Death Psychic. More calls from the Death Psychic.
The Rock of Chicago is on. Sexual issues can plague a man. Bad performance can haunt him and ruin his confidence and life. A healthy, satisfied sex life is central to a happy life. The Mancow Show is not intended for children or for persons under the age of 26. What follows is a frank and honest conversation with a medical professional.
Jeff, it's Mancow. How are you?
Excellent. How about you?
Great. We're live on the radio right now, and I want to tell you that we cannot... I don't know if you know, but there are certain restrictions. And I understand you're a medical professional, and I just want people to know that we're going to keep it as clean as possible. But this show is not for children, and no one under 26 years of age should be listening right now. Again, no one under 26 years of age should be listening. Who are you?
I am Jeff Abraham. I'm the CEO of Absorption Pharmaceuticals.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about a product called Promescent, an OTC product, an over-the-counter medication.
The way I found out about this is one of the members of the Chicago Bulls told me about it, and I also heard from the Blackhawks that they all use it as well.
What exactly is this medicine? What is it for?
It was initially developed by a Hoag Hospital urologist to treat PE, which is premature ejaculation, to allow men to last longer. So it came out of the medical community as a treatment for a medical condition, but then we found that a lot of men really love the product just to enhance their normal intimacy.
But this isn't a medical thing. This is an ego thing, right?
It's an ego thing. All men like to really satisfy their woman. But we found that, and this is a medical fact, that the average man only lasts about 5.5 minutes during intercourse, and the average female takes 19.5 minutes to have proper satisfaction. So it's called the arousal gap. So even in healthy couples, there exists this gap that for proper intimacy that the man needs to last a little bit longer.
The average man lasts how long?
5.5 minutes.
5.5 minutes. God, they're like marathon runners to me.
I'm way above average.
And a woman lasts how long?
A woman generally takes about 19 minutes
to finish
stimulation to achieve climax. Yes,
That makes sense.
There's an old joke about Super Viagra, which works, with your wife. Al, do you think if you had prettier women instead of these slobs you're with all the time, do you think that maybe you wouldn't be able to last forever? Honestly, I don't think you have the stimulation.
I never have thought of that, but I last very, very long time.
Is that normal?
But wait, you're bragging because you can't.
Yeah,
your
finish.
stuff doesn't work, right?
No, it works. It just
takes forever.
Isn't that painful for you not to be able to finish?
Look how big he is, too. I mean, can you imagine the blood? He's got to get dizzy whenever he gets wood.
It's painful for her.
All right, I want to get back to this guy. So I heard about pro athletes using it, and I understand that a lot of celebrities and stuff use it, and they're using it now in the adult film industry. Is it a pill? Is it a cream? What is it?
It's an actual spray, and so it is a non-systemic, so you don't have a lot of side effects because it's not something you ingest goes through your system. It's a lidocaine-based spray that absorbs. So what happens is within 10 minutes of applying it, it actually absorbs beneath the layer of the skin, the dermis, so that the man maintains a high degree of surface sensitivity and it doesn't transfer to the female partner.
The man sprays it on his privates.
Yes, he does.
Okay, again, we want to tell you this is not for kids, and if you're under 26 years of age, you shouldn't be listening, but we're having a serious conversation. Look, ego, edge got out. I've tried to get rid of ego, but ego does matter. Certainly if you're talking about a relationship and a woman and a wife that's not satisfied, happy wife, happy life. So this could be important to some of those guys out there. I don't quite get it because I don't have a problem lasting. Kathy the Greek is here. Do you wish that your guy would last longer?
No, actually, he goes a very, very long time, and sometimes he goes multiple times a day.
Wow.
How old is this gentleman?
Yeah.
He's 42.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah. I have sex with my wife twice a day.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's nothing. It's not that rare, but apparently it's a big deal that a guy, I've been married 13 years. So, all right. So, but how big of a problem is it guys that finish too soon? Kathy, have you had other guys that finish too soon?
Yes.
See, I got to think the first time we're together, Kathy, I wouldn't even get my pants off. Seriously.
That's the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, but then the second time,
That's
after
a 3-minute
after I take an hour nap.
Doctor, shouldn't a guy be able to control when they finish?
Well, you would think so, but
No.
there's a lot of physiological reasons why this happens. Prostatitis, hypersensitivity. So there are, just like, a diabetic takes insulin for his diabetes, there's a lot of medical issues and a lot of physiological issues that can cause this to happen. Hypersensitivity, prostatitis, low testosterone.
What's your name?
My name's Jeff Abraham.
What's the name of the product?
Promescent. Promescent. Promescent.
Promescent.
Yes.
Would Promescent help me be more promiscuous? Hang on, Jeff. I want to find out more. I want to know how long, if you spray this stuff on your doodle there, how long can you go? How long can you actually have sex? Hang on.
It's now time for Mancow's Mad Move Mega Giveaway. Take it away, Chip.
What is this? How long can you last with the spray that the guy was talking about? I'm going to ask him. He's on hold. We'll go back to him. Kathy, what's the number?
591-ROCK, 591-ROLL.
Rich Cohen's a big deal, I guess. Hi, Rich. How are you?
A little bit of a big deal,
Huge deal.
I had you on for The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. You have a TV show on HBO called Vinyl, and you're going to be speaking tonight at Northlight Theater in Skokie.
Nice.
Right over by me. That should be cool. And welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The Loop was around when you were a kid?
Absolutely, it's all I listened to.
Yeah, cool.
Really?
And
wow.
You fell in love with the Rolling Stones, and you ended up touring. We've had them on the show before, so I kind of want to get to some new stuff. But anyway, fell in love with the Rolling Stones, obsessed the way I am with the Kinks. I read your book, and then I find out the Kinks hate your book.
No, that's not right. It's
Dave
Davies
is pissed at your book.
Dave Davies was pissed that when I wrote about, I said the Satisfaction guitar sound sounds like the Kinks, You Really Got Me, giving him credit. But the problem is when you look it up, if you're a writer, you say, who came up with that sound? Ray Davies said he did it. Dave Davies said he did it.
Yeah.
So in my book, I wrote, one of the brothers did it, thinking I'm totally safe, right?
cover your ass.
Right, because one of them did it.
They said you gave, from what I've read online, from Dave Davies himself, you were given the credit to the Stones for creating that.
He said that I gave credit to Ray. I didn't credit the Stones with anything. I just said it's a similar sound. But I gave the credit to, he said I gave the credit to Ray instead of giving it to just Dave.
You wouldn't believe how much I don't care now that I've begun this.
I don't care either. It's like, it's
right.
a very weird thing to suddenly be attacked by Dave Davies, and you're like, I wonder why the Kinks can't get back together. I guess I know why.
Rich, I've been backstage with them. They hate each other. They're two brothers that hate each other. Your obsession is the Stones. My obsession is the Kinks. And let me just tell you the story. And I've been in the house, actually. He was, very angry. He's always angry. Dave Davies took his mom's sewing needle and shoved it into his amp and got feedback, and that's the distorted sound, and that's how that sound was born.
And that's basically what I wrote, but I said one of the brothers.
You are a liar.
Yeah.
Okay. The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones, this thing has become quite a phenomena. Yeah. Thank you. And Mick Jagger and Martin Scorsese helped you out on vinyl. They're part of this vinyl miniseries with you. So Mick must like the book okay. He must like you okay.
I think he loves me very, very much.
How did you get...
Wait, no, stop. For real?
No, I mean, I always had a great relationship with him. It's funny because you mentioned the Kinks and they're fighting with each other, and you realize how many of these great bands have that. Mm-hmm. That's the anger, and that's the edge, know?
So, that's another book.
Yeah.
Roger Waters and David Gilmour.
Right, and you can just go through
Oasis.
The common denominator in great rock and roll is somebody's got to hate each other's guts. It's like, I always thought, for me, the Rolling Stones are the bedrock because they taught me everything you need for a great rock band. You need two guys who hate each other's guts, should be a singer and guitar player.
Right.
You need somebody addicted to drugs.
Yep.
You need somebody who's trying to stay sober while somebody else is drunk.
It's the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, that's right.
As well.
Every band.
If you think about it, it really is every great band. You have to have hatred. Listen, Roger Waters is a miserable son of a bitch. He really is a miserable guy, but you needed that anger. I went to see Gilmour a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And it was just so sleepy. So
this one's about my wife.
This one was written by my wife.
That's right.
How the hell did that? Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to let my wife come in and do the show. I mean, what? Right. No, so you have to have that anger. So what I'm saying is you say Mick Jagger loves you. I've met Mick Jagger several times, and it's like meeting an accountant. Does he really like you, or do you think it's just business? Because it seems to me everything with him is just business.
Well, I mean, I think it was just business, but it's like one of those things where, how do you separate? I mean, that's him liking you is you're good for business,
that's
basically.
It.
So,
Keith Richards is the nicest, isn't he?
Yeah, Keith Richards said this thing where he always carried around this old-fashioned doctor's bag on the tour.
Yeah.
And he used to look into it, and I imagined it like kind of the Pulp Fiction thing where you look in and it glows on your face. And he said,
the MacGuffin, yes.
He said, in here, what's wrong with you? Because in here I got the cure to whatever ails you. And I always think that that's Keith in general. It's like he's just a great, great guy. And there was this incredible tension. So early on, I had this thing where I wrote this story about them, and I got a call from Mick's publicist who was angry at me.
Okay.
Because he said he'd counted, and I'd mentioned Keith 47 times, but I'd only mentioned Mick 33 times.
Oh, my God.
And he said, now listen, you've called this story On the Road with the Rolling Stones, but that's wrong. This should be called I Love Keith Richards and Want to Have His Baby.
Oh, my God.
What a jerk.
Wow.
Well, but that actually turns out to be a nice guy, but he's doing his job.
The Keith Richards book, what's it called? Life?
Life.
His story about Papa John and the mamas and papas and the drug issue and how, that guy, and I saw it in my life. Some people are able to party a little. Some people are able to party a lot and keep it together. And his comments on what it does to others, how it destroys people and what it did to Papa John, and how that's what kills people, right? Is you get addicted to heroin, and you've got to kind of ride that wave.
Yeah.
If you stop and then go back and do what you did before,
kills
you're dead.
Well, what's incredible about Keith is how many times he actually kicked and then went back on, which was all the time. He used to have to stop taking heroin before they go on a tour, because he didn't want to have to be vulnerable in some little town in the South to go looking for drugs, And then the other thing is that he said that when he first did it, he didn't even know he did it. He thought it was cocaine and it was a line of smack, and then he got into it. But it's so interesting because so much of the Stones' music, you can almost, if you want to organize them, you can organize them by what drugs they were doing. So the early years, it's all in.
Hang on, continue. We had a break. I love that.
I love this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I want to go through that. And I didn't know this. You say that the Beatles actually gave the Stones their first big break. I don't know that bit of history. I want to hear it. Rib Fast, we'll do that. We got sports headlines coming up. The neighbor bought Hugh Hefner's mansion, the Playboy Mansion.
And he's Greek.
He's Greek. And it's the only, I guess it's the only house in the city that has a zoo license.
Oh, wow.
Hugh Hefner has a zoo license, so now he's got the zoo. He's going to let Hef stay there. Can you imagine buying a house and letting the old guy stay there?
That's pretty crazy.
He's going to let Hugh Hefner stay there until he dies.
It's like Psycho.
I mean, it could be next week, but still.
And he's the heir to the Twinkies fortune. So there's a joke there somewhere.
That's right. Okay. The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stone, Rich Cohen, North Shore writer. He also has this HBO miniseries called Vinyl. More with him coming up, and your phone calls as well. The Mystery Mood contest happening. This is The Loop. Rich, where are you from?
Glencoe.
Now I'm in Wilmette. Do you think you're better than me?
No, I think you're better than me.
No.
He's smart. He's smart.
Yeah, what?
The answer is yes, but he's telling you which one. Yeah.
This is the Mancow.
97.9 The Loop.
A Cumulus station.
The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. Rich Cohen is here. The bestseller and the miniseries, of course, vinyl. Rich, Undercover the Night. What do you think?
I like that's late. I mean, that's like past the Stones' prime. By that point, Mick and Keith aren't even really dealing with each other, you know? But it's still a great song.
How great is this guitar?
And it had a great video.
Oh, the video is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Miami Vice sort of thing.
Yeah, it was like the Sandinistas or something.
So you must really hate the last couple of CDs. Bridges to Babylon, not a fan?
Voodoo Lounge.
I did
Voodoo Lounge is when I was with him, so I kind of have a soft spot
Me too.
for it.
Me too. There's a lot on Voodoo Lounge that I loved.
Yeah.
The first song I ever played.
They always have a great song. It's like they're like the guy, like an old broken-down baseball player who can come up and hit a 500-foot home run.
Right.
No. But seriously, the first song I played in Chicago.
Yeah. Which one?
Has anybody seen My Baby, that one?
No. You Got Me Rockin'.
Oh, yeah, You Got Me Rockin'.
How great is that song?
Yeah. There's a bunch of good songs on that album. And there's a great Keith Richards song on that album, which is You Don't Have to Mean It.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Is Too Rude on that album? Too Rude.
I'm not sure that I don't think that one's on that album.
Did you like not Undercover the Night? What's the I Need Your Love, the solo stuff? Did you like any of that? Mick Jagger stuff?
Yeah, I never really got into it. That was the whole, that was Got Us in the Doorway and all that. And that was well, I'd say the name that Keith Richards called it, but I don't think you can say it on the radio.
This is it, man. This was the first song I played. I had hair back then.
You have a lot more now.
I have it now. I have it again. I lost my hair. I got it back. Up top, anyway.
I was a butcher, caught in a meat.
My hands were bloody. I was a butcher carving up meat. My hands were bloody. I was dying on my feet, but now You Got Me Rockin'. I mean, hey, you got me rocking. First song was Rock 103.5. This was it.
It's now time for Mancow's Mad Moog Mega Giveaway. Take it away, Chip. Sexual issues can plague a man. Bad performance can haunt him and ruin his confidence and life. A healthy, satisfied sex life is central to a happy life. The Mancow Show is not intended for children or for persons under the age of 26. What follows is a frank and honest conversation with a medical professional.
Okay, we're back with Jeff Abraham. He's got this spray that you spray on your willy, and you can have sex as long as you want. How long can you go?
It depends on how long you're lasting. If someone's lasting 12 seconds, they're not going to go 12 minutes. If someone's lasting 12 minutes, they're going to go a lot longer. So we generally tell people that a person who's 1 minute, a minute and a half will go 4 to 5 minutes, which seems like an eternity if that's where you start out.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
if
wow.
you're able to go 8 to 10 minutes, you generally will go 25, 28, 30 minutes in that range.
Damn.
So it's a step function of where you're at prior to using the product.
It's a spray that a man sprays on his genitals.
Yes.
You spray it on the head of your genitals, is that it?
It's called the frenulum, which is the underside of the head.
And how many times you spray it?
It depends on how much control you're looking for.
So trial and error.
Yeah, it's a meter dose spray, which is really good because you get the same amount each time. So it's kind of trial and error. If you have severe PE, you're going to try 4 to 5 sprays. If you're doing it more recreational.
Look, I want to use it recreationally, and the guys I talk to, I don't think, well, at least they would admit that they have, that they're premature shooters. So,
Yes.
But I think people would also like to use it recreationally.
The majority of the people that use this are using it. They don't have PE.
I mean, I want to try it. I just want to try it for fun.
If you're using it just for fun and you have no problems with PE, wouldn't it hurt?
No. By hurt, you mean physical pain?
Yeah.
Why would it hurt?
The man, since you
Not at
can't make it come out.
No, it deadens. It numbs you for a little bit.
Would you want to be numb?
Really,
Do you lose
it
sensation?
gives you more control, but there's no numbing.
It gives you
because
control.
It absorbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no numbing.
Here's the interesting part, and I've had people that said, I last long enough to satisfy my partner, but I love this product. because if their partner takes 8 or 10 minutes or 12 minutes, and they normally last that time, the last 2 to 3 minutes are kind of on edge. They're literally thinking, oh, my God, not yet. Please don't go cowgirl. Don't reverse. There's this little man on their shoulder telling them, not yet. And they're not really enjoying the intimacy because they're so aware of not finishing.
Yeah. I will tell you, my wife and I, I do try to time it so that we can finish together. And whoops.
Yeah, that never works out.
Yeah, it never works out for me. No, actually, it works out for me. Not so good for her.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've been hearing about this. It's called Promescent, Promescent. You spray it on your manhood, and you can have sex as long as you like, and trial and error, and how many squirts you use on there. As long as you want to go. I want to find out, can I get this stuff at the drugstore? Where can I get it? Hang on, Jeff. We'll be back. I want to find out where you can get this spray, because I want to spray it all over my stuff. Where can you get it? Hang on.
She would never say where she came from.
So Ruby Tuesday comes from
I love Ruby Tuesdays.
What's Ruby Tuesdays? Yes, right next to the Red Robin.
Yep.
And the Tilted Kilt.
I think those are all gone.
I know exactly what mall you're
Most
talking
of those shut down.
What was the other one?
Kilts?
Twin Peaks. Is that still around?
Twin Peaks
our boy
is still
Josh
around.
runs one of those.
Yes.
They're also
on Facebook,
they're
you
also
know that.
classy. They're also classy, all those places. All right, Rich Cohen, the Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. You love the Rolling Stones. What's the story behind Ruby Tuesday?
There's a woman actually named Linda Keith. And I hooked up with her. She's in New Orleans.
You had
Ruby
sex with
Tuesday.
her? You had sex with her?
She's quite a bit older than me at this point.
So what, dude?
Yeah, you know what?
I gave Pat
Experience.
Brickhouse what for?
Oh, dude, she was all over me, dude.
And Harry Carey's widow was watching. No, that was a fantasy. It was a fantasy.
Keith was like, what's interesting about Keith Richards is, if you don't count all the sex he probably had on the road, he's basically a monogamous guy. He's only had a few girlfriends, and they always broke up with him. Linda Keith actually did hallucinogenics before Keith, and would like scatter around wine bottles around their apartment so she would think he was drunk. He would think she was drunk because he was completely against all that. She said he was like a drug prude back then.
Oh, that changed.
Yeah. and basically he went off on tour, and she went and saw sort of a famous story, Jimi Hendrix down in the Greenwich Village, New York, and sort of fell in love with Jimi Hendrix and gave Jimi Hendrix one of Keith's guitars. Because Keith didn't have it and he was on the road. And then she thinks, okay, I'll just sneak it back and give it to Keith before he notices. And then Jimi Hendrix smashed the guitar on stage.
So she fell.
Wow.
I wonder why she picked Jimi Hendrix over Keith.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix gave her a little something, too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then she left Jimi Hendrix, and then ultimately Keith was sort of heartbroken, and he went and he called her father. This is how you get back, and said, your daughter's addicted to drugs and in big trouble. You need to come get her.
So Ruby Tuesday, she's still alive?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Wow. And how did the Beatles give the Stones their big break?
Well, basically, the Rolling Stones at the beginning didn't really know what they were. Everybody was going for the same prize, including the Kinks, and suddenly the Beatles appear out of nowhere, from nowhere, and they're like, okay, we're done. They've already got it. They've done it. What are we going to do? And then all these record companies started looking for the next Beatles. That's how the Rolling Stones got signed. Literally, they went into Decca Records, which had turned down the Beatles, and said, these are the next Beatles. You don't want to be the guy who turned down the Beatles and the Stones. So they signed the Stones, and for a year they went around wearing sort of houndstooth coats and nice haircuts. Yeah. And they kept losing their coats and destroying their haircuts. And finally their manager realized, wait, these aren't the Beatles. These are the opposite of the Beatles. These are the anti-Beatles.
So they went dark.
They went dark, but they didn't quite get it. But the Beatles got it from the beginning, and they were looking for a song for their second single. Andrew Loog Oldham, who was a Stones manager, ran into McCartney and Lennon, who were just coming out of they just won an award for songwriting, and he'd worked with them as a publicist, and he brought Lennon and McCartney to the basement of this London pub where the Stones rehearsed, and said they need a song, and they said, we have the beginning of a song, and we'll write it for them. And they wrote in that room, I Want to Be Your Man.
I want to be your man.
Yeah.
I want to be your man. Okay.
For the Stones. And that was sort of the first Rolling Stones song that wasn't a blues cover, and it's sort of stepping outside because they could see, like my father always says, like, does the fish know it's in the water? Like that showed the Rolling Stones what they were. And then slowly Jagger and Richards started to write these songs, and they wrote a bunch that didn't work as Stone songs, like Play with As Tears Go By. And then ultimately they recorded Tell Me, and then their first real Stone song was The Last Time. You know
That's
that
a great song. Oh, that's a great. This
but
will
it's
be the
almost
last
a
time.
copy of the Staple Singers song The Last Time. But they took a song that was about like Judgment Day and heaven. And
You
they
and I
made it
got in an
about
argument
girls.
last time, didn't we? Over because I think Monkey Man is her greatest song.
Yeah. I love Monkey Man. I don't know. Everybody.
Did you see
no
that
matter what
cock
I
look?
He gets into an argument with just about
By the way,
everybody.
that's Glencoe, and his Mercedes is newer than mine,
Right, exactly.
and I didn't let him
Yep,
go
you
first.
didn't let him go
That's
first.
the look I just got.
I had a friend in high school who dated this girl, and suddenly he parks in front of our house with this Mercedes Roadster. And my father comes and takes him aside and he goes, "What's that car?" And he goes, "It's my girlfriend. She lent it to me." He goes, "Listen, I wouldn't normally say this at this age because you're so young, but marry that girl. You'll never, ever do better."
Was Brian Jones killed? I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Satanism. And, yeah, a lot more. Okay, so The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. Vinyl is coming back.
Absolutely.
It got renewed on HBO.
What's Scorsese like?
No, hang on. One of my favorite moments with the Stones live is Shattered.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up! I mean, them live is, once you appreciate it, it really is. Don't you think some of these recordings are...
Well, the weird thing about the Stones is, and what happened, they can never get that live thing because they were like the greatest live band in the world. And you read about their first shows at the Crawdaddy Club, all those guys who were in the audience were like Clapton and Ian McLaughlin. They all started bands because the experience was so intense, and they were a bar band, the greatest bar band.
Stones are great live, and look, live at Leeds... right, the great Who recording. There's a great Kinks recording. What am I thinking? Kelvin Hall.
Yeah.
It's all fake. We find out now, 50 years later, they dummied them. They're fake. The Kiss, those great
Kiss
live
Alive.
Kiss recordings. It's all fake.
The lesson is everything is fake.
No, but the Stones they didn't put that out. That wasn't fake.
No. Well, the thing is, for a
the
long time,
Stones actually put out their real live stuff,
Right.
and you realize when you see Taylor Swift jumping all over Kathy and she
Yeah.
never misses a note,
Sure.
and Britney Spears and
Yeah.
Celine, they're not really singing.
They're not?
Mick Jagger's running all over the stage, and it sounds like it.
Right. Well, that's what Mick Taylor said. Mick Taylor always said when he went to play with them, he was shocked by what bad musicians they were, you know?
It's only rock and roll. What do you want to say about this one?
You know, there was this guy, Ethan Russell, who was their photographer and was on stage with them at Altamont. And he always thought that song was the end of that old Rolling Stones because they thought the 60s was leading to enlightenment, and it turned out the 60s was leading to the 70s. And it's only rock and roll was like he saw the moment where they sort of gave that idea up, and they said, okay, so it's only rock and roll. You know, that
we're not going to change the world.
Right.
The movement is receding.
Right, and
as Hunter S.
that
Thompson
song
said.
was the acknowledgement of it, that it's not going to be
What do you think of
Nirvana.
mixed cover? Because I love it, but you can bash it if you want. You've done it before. What about Ain't Too Proud to Beg?
I love it.
I do too.
I love all that Temptation stuff that they do, you know?
.903 right now at the Loop. Rich Cohen got a bestseller, The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. He also has a TV show on HBO called Vinyl. More with him coming up. We got the Moog song going. The contest continues. Sports headlines coming up. Ribfest, what's the website, guys? It's this weekend.
It is ribfestchicago.com.
And does Rubs here have the best ribs?
They won last year, but it's up for grabs this year.
I'll tell you what else is up for grabs. Let me unzip this. ABBA reunited for the first time in 30 years. Is ABBA around the world bigger than the Rolling Stones?
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean,
ABBA's huge.
I just can't really. The fact that
You can't
their
even
name is the
acknowledge
same
it.
backwards and forwards and everything else, it's just confusing to me.
Yeah. Janie, hello. Janie, are you there? I hear somebody there. Janie? Hello? Merwin, hi.
Hi.
You want to give me a good suck?
I do.
That'd be great. Let's hear it.
Eddie?
What's that? Yeah, see, it's just like my wife, not putting much into it.
Great. Not great.
Wow.
Not great.
The guys were way
It's
better.
something,
The
though.
guys were all into it. Loud, crazy,
that.
slobbering.
Rib sucking?
They know how to suck on a rib,
Yeah.
the guys
Janie,
do.
it's like, whatever.
It's something, though. It's better than nothing, right?
Did you hear what she said before I hung up on her? Do I get a ring? Hello?
Hi, man.
Oh no!
Oh,
goodbye.
God, no.
No, goodbye. Let's go to Laura. Laura, hello.
Hey, man, I love your show.
Hey, baby, let me hear you.
Oh, easy now.
Hey, baby.
Not a private call.
I'm Elvis all of a sudden. Hey, baby. Let me hear the sucking.
Okay, here we go.
I like the yummy sound. I like the yummy. That's pretty good. That's Kathy. Take note of this, okay?
I will.
Jake, hello.
That's a good rib right there.
Jake, that's a real good rib. Jake. Okay. Hello, is he there, Jake? No. Okay. You know what? Where is she? Laura.
Yeah.
Let me hear it again. Now here's the thing. This is for the VIP pass to Rib Fest. It's this weekend. You go to the front of the line. You get a T-shirt. You get all kinds of free food. It's going to be awesome. You're going to be treated like a superstar. What's your name again, sir?
My name is Joe Wilcox.
Joe Wilcox is the name you want to ask for. Okay. But here's the thing. Don't stop. I want to hear you suck and moan that rib. Just keep it going as long as you can. Do not stop.
Got it.
Go.
Oh, God.
You keep sucking. Keep sucking. Keep sucking. Oh, yeah. You like that rib.
Yeah.
Keep sucking. Keep sucking.
Up next on the Mancow.
I will let Jamie keep sucking.
Give him a fish, and he'll...
Savannah Guthrie has decided she's going to bow out of the Olympics because she's pregnant, worried about mosquitoes and Zika. Turns out the judge and the law firm behind, going against Donald Trump and the university are both tied to La Raza, an organization that believes that, Texas and what else? Texas and what other states should be given back? A few states should be given. California should be given back to Mexico. Yeah. So that's what they believe. They believe... why would that make any difference in the trial? Ebola, there may be an Ebola case in Hollywood. Roger Clinton, our buddy who came through here.
He has Ebola? I wouldn't be
no,
surprised.
he has a drinking problem. He's a drinking problem. Rockin' a Hard Place, not one of the better Stone songs.
No, it sort of lose me at a certain point, with the occasional 500-foot home run.
The guitar, though, Keith is good there. Hey, it's the 30th anniversary of Mattress Firm, and boy, they're on every corner in Chicago. You leave for a few years, Mr. Cohn, and you come back, and every corner in Chicago has a Mattress Firm. You wait, you go out today, you'll see it. Queen mattresses right now for as low as $179.99. The Queen sets for $299.
Nice.
And, of course, the red carpet service, the best service there is, and there's a reason they're number one around the world. It's because of the service and the great mattresses they have.
And the Tempur-Pedic is nice and cool on your skin.
I don't need that because I have air conditioning in my house, but I imagine for you.
I do because I'm fat and I sweat. I need that.
What's that?
I'm fat and I sweat. I need that.
I told you to
and
go.
I still have air conditioning in my house. And a fan on.
Well, Claire puts it on for him when he gets home.
You can't get cool enough, can you, when you're that size? When you're that size and black? Because, no, seriously.
Oh, God.
No, it's got to be tougher for him. A white car seat isn't hot. A black car seat will burn your legs up.
Right.
True.
Wait, so you're saying the darker the skin?
I'm asking Al, do you think you get hotter than me?
I'm sure I retain the heat more.
I thought it was the opposite.
Yes.
And look at the size of him.
No, it's no.
White reflects. Black absorbs.
No, right.
White reflects.
You don't want to be wearing
black.
The Sox don't want to be wearing black uniforms when it's 95 degrees outside.
Al, brother, you lost your foot to the sugar.
Yes.
You the diabetes. Yeah. Type 15 diabetes and everything else. And I want to tell you, I keep telling you, Mattress Firm, this Memorial Day sale, they've extended it. I can get you a deal. I feel sorry for you. I do.
Appreciate that.
You're
want
so
a deal.
black and hot.
I'm
fat.
I am black and hot.
Mancow's white and cold.
Listen to your body, brother. Listen, I'm shivering in the corner in a fetal position. I want to help you. Do you hear me? Let me help you. Let me help you help yourself.
Okay.
Okay? Here, let me give you part of my paycheck, and let me help you get a deal over at Mattress Firm.
That'd be awesome.
Sleep Happy Mattress Firm, my friend. Get over there.
It's now time for Mancow's Mad Moog Mega Giveaway. Take it away, Chip.
The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones coming up with Rich Cohen. He also has a TV show called Vinyl, and he's speaking tonight at Northlight Theater. What is this song?
Thanks for putting us in the moog, Chip. Think you know the song Chip is playing? Call the cow now. 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. Mancow's Mad Moog Mega Giveaway.
Was the Harlem Shuffle cartoon video, Bakshi, was that racist?
Nothing is racist.
Okay. I think everything is. In Chicago, everything is.
Sexual issues can plague a man. Bad performance can haunt him and ruin his confidence and life. A healthy, satisfied sex life is central to a happy life. The Mancow Show is not intended for children or for persons under the age of 26. What follows is a frank and honest conversation with a medical professional.
Okay, we're back with Jeff. The stuff is called Promescent. You spray it, a man spray, and we got to be careful. This is not for kids. You got to be over 26 years of age here. This is where we're having a serious conversation. If you shoot prematurely, this is for you. So hopefully we can save some marriages here and also just give some of the married people listening better sex. Okay, so Jeff, where is this stuff available?
You can get it either at promescent.com, which is our website.
Promescent.
You can also type in your zip code, and we have a pharmacy network that'll direct you to your closest pharmacy. Certain physicians stock it, and starting in September, late September, don't go there now, but starting in late September, we're in Target and Rite Aid. So
you don't need a prescription.
No, it's OTC. It's over the counter.
Does insurance cover it if you do need it?
No,
it's over the counter.
It's over the counter.
Okay, insurance. You're going to go to your insurance and say, I shoot too soon, I want to have longer sex? Good luck. I hate the name.
Promescent?
I hate the name.
It's a medical term. It actually means prolonged tumescence, and tumescence means engorged with blood.
Yeah, but I understand. But the people listening in their car right now, the guys listening right now that want to get this, aren't going to remember when they get to the computer. So if they forget it, what do? They write
3 times.
They write penal spray. They type in penal spray and they'll find
spray. Yeah, exactly. Premature ejaculation spray. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you're going to make a ton of money.
Yep.
I'm going to need a case. Thank you. If you don't have a problem, why do you need the spray, Jeff?
A lot of men, me included, find the longer you last, the more intense the finish. Meaning, the longer you go, the longer the build-up, the more intense the finish.
Could I spray it on my wife's mouth so she would talk less?
Oh, my God. You're awful.
Would that work?
Shame on you.
You know that's not the first time someone asked me that.
Oh, good. Promescent. Promescent. And if you try it, and you don't have to use your name when you call me, but let me know how it works. I'm real interested in this stuff. All right. Thank you, Jeff. Did you watch Vinyl with Mick Jagger?
No. These shows are so long in the making. It's like years and years and years.
If you call Scorsese, would he pick up?
Yeah.
Is he a cool guy?
He's like the coolest guy in the world.
I bet.
Yeah.
He was what did he film? He filmed at Woodstock, didn't he? Scorsese.
Yeah, he was a cameraman, and so was George Lucas, I think. Or George Lucas was a cameraman in Altamont. I think that's what it was for the Maisels brothers who made that movie Gimme Shelter, where you can actually see the Hells Angels.
I love some of that old Doors footage, and if you, as the camera pans, you can see holding the microphones is Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay. So The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones, the miniseries is Vinyl. The book is The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. Is this going to be made into a movie?
I don't know. I hope so. I think it's sort of like Almost Famous, except, better band and maybe not the same high-quality narcotics. But that was
what kind of narcotics? What were they into? Coke? Coke and weed?
Who, the Stones?
Yeah, heroin,
well, that's
of course.
What I'm saying. Like, you can organize them by what drugs they were doing.
Do it. Do it right now. Do it.
The early records are all kind of speedy and fast, or early 60s pop music before the 60s.
Mother's Little Helper.
And that's all speed, man. That's truck driver drugs. That's when Johnny Cash is busted bringing 678 Seconal tablets in from Mexico. And he said he could hear a voice saying, "Take 10 more, John. You'll be all right." And that they would take that stuff just to stay awake. And that's also songs like Connection. It's all in that music. And then they sort of discover LSD, and then you get the sort of disaster of Her Satanic Majesty's Request and the sort of psychedelia. And then
I love all that stuff, though.
And then at some point,
Goat's Head Soup is that era?
Goat's Head Soup's later,
Okay.
because now they're in Jamaica. But then they switch to heroin.
Uh-huh.
Keith starts taking heroin, and then you get songs like "Coming Down Again" and "Sway." You know, and you can really, you know, the joke was when I was a kid, I saw him at Rosemont Horizon, and Jagger disappears for a while Keith sings. And we said, "Oh, he's backstage doing cocaine to get the energy up to do the last bit."
Did he say that, or
that's what I thought?
Oh, yeah.
And then I was with them backstage, and I saw what he's really doing, which is drinking a bottle of water and eating a power bar.
Wow. You mentioned the Satanism. Were they into it?
I think they played with it, you know, because right from the beginning, Angelou Goldham said the Stones were going to be evil compared to the Beatles good. Tom Wolfe said the Beatles want to hold your hand, the Stones want to burn down your town. And that dictated somewhat the songs. They had songs like Play with Fire, Sympathy for the Devil, and then through really their girlfriends, Anita Pallenberg and Marianne Faithfull, they got into like Aleister Crowley and Ken Anger and all that Satanism. But it's almost like a joke, but kind of people took it seriously. And on that 69 tour, Jagger wore a shirt with an Omega on it because it's like the Book of Revelations from Alpha to Omega.
Yeah.
And then it ends at Altamont because I always say it's like they threw a big party. Jagger came dressed as the devil, and the real devil showed up. And that was sort of the end of the party.
Yeah, that was the end of the party, all right.
Yeah.
What a nightmare. I guess the lesson is don't hire the Rolling Stones to do your security.
Don't hire the Hells Angels.
The Hells Angels, I mean.
But
I'm
it
sorry.
made a kind of sense, you know. There's sympathy for the devil, and here's the Hells Angels, and blah, 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 blah. But Sonny Barger wasn't playing that.
What's a missed opportunity for the Stones? I mean, all the different projects, all the movie roles, everything that was offered to the Beatles, and you just wonder what if. What's the biggest what if for you with the Rolling Stones?
I don't really know. You know, it's sort of interesting because they did things the Beatles passed up. Like, there's this great movie called 1+1 where they're filmed making Sympathy for the Devil. The Beatles were offered that first, and John Lennon turned it down because he didn't like the French filmmaker, you know. So I think that if Mick and Keith had sort of stayed together, they had another 5 or 6 great records in them. And maybe if they'd done, I always thought what they should do now is they should make a version of their first show together. They should go back and record that as an album. Because one of the things about the Stones is they had this incredible taste. And they had the best taste in music, and they stole from the very, very best
Boy,
people.
they did. All those guys did.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot of
At least they
came
pay
out of
homage
Chicago.
to they admit it.
Well, there's a great line I love, which is you can't steal a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there was an element to that. They were heavily, heavily influenced. And at first, guys like Chuck Berry really didn't like them. And then they saw the royalty checks from those covers, and then they did like them.
Yeah. Well, when the Stones would come to Chicago, they would spend all night at every blues club they could hit. I mean, that's what they did, right?
Yeah, and they championed this music. And, you know, there's a great thing where the Stones play at Chess Records the first time. And all those guys like Willie Dixon, Muddy Waters, they're all there to watch them. And Jagger sang with his back to the main room because he couldn't face them. And when they were done, Chuck Berry said, "Swing on, gentlemen." And that was like, the arm around him.
Wow.
The Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones. New Trier High School. Who went? Anyone go to school with you that ended up famous?
Liz Phair.
Yeah, no, that's the biggest.
Yeah.
No, I'm being a smart ass. But yeah, Liz, okay.
With my sister, Michael Madsen and Virginia Madsen.
Oh, nice. They're friends of Mancow.
Yeah, I'm friends with Michael.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's super famous people that have split the atom and stuff, but nobody cares about that.
We'll stick with Liz Phair.
And still touring, all right? I'm getting mixed signals. I picture nuclear war, 2 things surviving, Keith and bugs. Where'd everybody go? I saw a bright light. I thought we were on.
The best use of a Stones song in a Scorsese movie. What do you think? Which one?
The original one, Jumpin' Jack Flash in Mean Streets, where the guy keeps getting shot, and he keeps coming, man. He keeps coming.
It's now time for Mancow's Mad Moog Mega Giveaway. Take it away, Chip.
Michael, hello.
Hello, Mancow. Love your show.
In the mood.
What do you think it is?
Pearl Jam, Even Flow.
Brother, you got it. You're a winner. Nice job. We're going to give you a tongue bath from Rich Cohen, the writer of Sun, the Moon, and the Rolling Stones.
Awesome.
It'll happen backstage tonight after the North Light Theater performance in Skokie starting at 7. You're up for that, Rich?
I have a very dry tongue.
Oh,
It's
see, that's
No, that's cotton.
This has been the Mancow Morning Show podcast. You can actually be part of this cluster by calling the show when it's live. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9 The Loop.